What's up, everybody? Can you guys hear us? Because we were just having some technical difficulties. We are still learning how to do all this stuff. If anybody in the chat could just let us know if you can hear us. And we apologize for the delay.
Yes.
15 minutes late in true Bartley and Barnes fashion. Honestly, you know what, Keith? It wouldn't be a Bartley and Barnes show if we were on time. I don't think so.
Nah. Maybe we'll start at like 6 or something, and then
we'll say we're starting at
start at 8.
6. So then we eventually we'll get going. Jacob Bartley, Keith Barnes in the house.
Yes, sir.
We also have Gio here. Gio, if you could do me a favor, check the stream as a viewer to make sure we could hear us. We're good. All right.
Good.
It looks like we're good. Can't hear Keith when he is not talking. I would hope so. I'm guessing that's a typo, but I would hope you couldn't hear Keith when he's not talking. If you could hear Keith when he's not talking, that would be
amazing.
Awesome.
Some kind of mental power.
But Keith, would it be weird if Star Drew could just hear your thoughts?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be concerned. Whoops.
Yeah, because what kind of thoughts would those be? Thank goodness that's not a thing. Like, people can't hear our thoughts.
Yeah.
We'd probably all be imprisoned. I don't think so.
I don't know. I mean, for your thoughts.
Yeah.
That
sounds like I don't know. You know, people like fantasize about like killing their boss or something, like type thing, you know. It would be like, what movie is that? Where they
All the bosses.
No. There's a movie where there's several movies like this. They punish people for crimes they haven't done yet.
Oh, well, yeah, Minority Report.
Yeah, Minority Report, but there's a lot of things like that. Anyways, Keith Barnes, how you doing, man? Good to see you.
They're good.
It's been I've seen you non-podcast
a few times,
but it's been a month since we last podcast.
Yes.
How's it going?
Yes, I'm good. Hanging in there. The movies and stuff are starting to ramp back up. It's good. We're in this cool time of sports where all the major sports are going on.
What's funny because, we have very loose notes here at Bartley and Barnes, but for the first segment, I put NBA season returns, NFL football, and fantasy football, and then I put World Series ? Like, do we want to talk about it? And then also hockey. I mean, I don't follow hockey, but my dad was a Sharks fan growing up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I talked about this before, but he's a bandwagon fan. He switched to the Las Vegas Golden Knights just because he lives there. But I will root for the San Jose Sharks.
Sure.
I know they've never been to this is my knowledge. They've never been to a Stanley Cup. They got into the Western Conference Finals several times.
They went to the finals a few years ago.
Did they?
I think they did.
If they did, then it was the first time, I believe.
Yeah.
But they've gone to a ton of Western Conference Finals though. That's as far as my hockey knowledge goes. Maybe you can help us out, Star Drew. Seems like Star Drew knows.
I'm a big Capitals. Star Drew, I'm a Capitals guy.
Star Drew, am I mistaken, or do you live in Canada?
Yeah, right. You're in Canada.
Because if that's true, then you probably know about hockey much more than we do.
Yeah. I know Connor. This guy Connor. His name Connor or something. I don't know. He's really good. He's got like a bunch of goals. He's on pace for like 90 goals so far.
Yeah.
Connor. I can't think of his name. Yeah. But yeah.
Yeah. I know there's like somebody named Crosby, right? I don't know.
Sidney Crosby.
Crosby. Yeah.
Penguins.
Yeah. Hey, Wayne Gretzky. The greatest. That's all I know.
Alex Ovechkin, number 8 for the Capitals.
That's
player
right.
of all time.
Yeah.
Love him.
All right, so does Washington have a team?
Yeah, Capitals.
Oh, duh. You just said that. Yeah.
Stanley with the 2018 Stanley Cup champion, Washington Capitals.
So do you watch hockey?
I will watch when we get closer to the playoffs. It's a long season. I play 82 games just like an NBA. So
I would love to watch hockey.
It's fun.
I just haven't fit it into my life yet.
It's first of all, hockey in live hockey, like players they're some of the best athletes in the world. They're so fast.
Absolutely, yeah.
And you got to do all that stuff on skates. Like, it's crazy. But playoff hockey is super tense. It's very exciting.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah.
So that's why that's when I tune in and watch the Capitals lose usually, except the one year that they won. But
yeah. Well, of course, we already mentioned them, but Star Drew's here.
Yeah.
And yes, I am Canadian. Awesome, Star Drew. So from now on, I guess that's wrong of me to assume that you know a lot about hockey, but I can tell from the chat that you already do. So from now on, you're our hockey informant. All right. No, I don't mean that offensively. Hope you don't take it that way. We also have Rachel in the house.
Our best friend.
Errol,
both our best friends, but
podcast buddy.
Yeah.
Errol, how you doing? Thank you so much for stopping by.
We all still need to meet her in person.
We truly
I know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Well, we do.
Yeah.
We do. We know Jake and Brian have, of course.
Yes. Rachel, we got to have now that but the darn Schmoedown's over, there's not going to be any things for us to go down there.
We'll go to
to meet you.
Arizona.
Let's all go to Comic-Con. Let's go. I've never been.
Yeah. We need to come up with some kind of event.
We'll save up $10,000 each and we'll go to Comic-Con
Yes.
in 10 years. We'll see how it goes.
We'll drive down to LA to hang out with you, Rachel, and go to a movie or whatever. I don't know.
We'll find
something.
There'll be some type of event. That's crazy. Like we used to go. Well, like Gio and I met Jake at the AMC 100 million views party. Then there were the Schmoedown events,
right?
And it's like it's all gone away.
That's crazy.
In a way, like it's that industry. Like it still exists, but it's changed. It's different.
Yeah.
You know. So like, it's not like the same. You know. But Rachel, you're absolutely right. That's it. There we go. An Apocalypse meetup. Even there'll probably be like 3 people there other than us, but
yeah,
we'd be down. We'd be down.
Make it
a Disneyland vacation, perhaps. You know what? I would love to go to Star Wars Land. It is like, everybody has a bucket list. Star Wars Land is like right at the top of my bucket list right now. Like I have to go. And I heard Rise of the Resistance is one of the greatest rides ever made. Yeah. Like that's what even non-Star Wars fans have told me, that Rise of the Resistance is amazing.
Oh, I bet.
And they're like, you would love it. And I'm like, yeah, no shit.
Never been. I've been here for 20 years. I've never been at Disneyland.
What?
Never been. I've been at Disney World a few times. I've never been to Disneyland.
Okay. I see. I mean, that's fair. Well, you lived on the East Coast.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but I've been here, like I said, for 20 years. Last 20 years almost.
Yeah.
Never been. I haven't been
I've never been to Disney World, but I'm
been there
similar. I would say. I would guess so.
Similar, yeah. Well, from what I've heard about Disneyland, it sounds like it's pretty similar for the most part. I mean, Epcot Center is it's different though.
Their Wizarding World is better
in Florida.
That's what I've heard. Yeah,
Charlize went there. She loved it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my daughter Charlize.
Oh well, that Wizarding World isn't at Disneyland, but
do they not have one?
There's another Universal there, right?
I thought there is one in Florida. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have a Harry Potter land there too.
I thought there was one,
and I heard that one's way better than the California one.
Oh, okay.
I've been to the California one. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it, and I'm not like I don't deserve to be called a Potterhead. Honestly, I'm not. I want to be one day. I would like to earn that title one day.
Yeah. There.
Interesting note. David Zaslav had a press today, and he wants more Harry Potter movies.
Okay. Movies.
Nice. Harry Potter movies.
I want them to
absolutely.
TV,
I mean,
okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
To me, that's a no-brainer. Like, why wouldn't you?
Well, there's not the thing about that is that all of it comes from J.K. Rowling.
I understand that. Like literally, every word of the script has to be approved by her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay. And every story, you just got the books that are out, and that's it. There's nothing. There's really not anything else other than any whatever's on Pottermore. There's a lot of stuff on Pottermore. I guess you could pull, but
let me ask this: did she retire from writing novels?
No, she still writes now. She writes these crime detective stories under the pseudonym of.
That's right. I heard about that.
Yeah,
but everybody knows it's her.
They do now. Yeah, for a while they didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, though.
Robert Galbraith, I think is.
I get why she would want to do that in the first place because everybody's going to judge her books like this is the Harry Potter writer.
Yes, that's what she did it for. Yeah, and then some like editor or somebody I don't know, or some magazine writer that reviews books. I think it was like this seems a lot like J.K. Rowling, and then like one of her, like I think a friend of hers or something, or a friend of her editor was like, no, it's not her, and then was like. And then when all the reviews came in, this is before the book her first one came out. And then when the book came out, they got all the positive reviews. Then she's like, yeah, that's me.
Awesome. Rachel, I am still flabbergasted by this. So I'll have to catch up on Star Wars.
What do you mean, Rachel? What do you mean?
She's never seen anything Star Wars.
At all?
I assume so.
That can't be true, Rachel.
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Really?
Rachel, I'm pretty sure that's true, right? So if that's
Robert Galbraith, yeah.
If you watch the first Star Wars movie, I will watch anything you want, any movie you want, and I'll do a review of it. So I think that's a fair trade-off.
No Star Wars at all.
If you watch A New Hope, I'll watch any movie you want, and you don't even have to do a review of A New Hope. You can just give us your thoughts.
Rachel, you don't have to do this. Okay, listen, it's.
And you can make me watch anything you want.
She might not want to dip in her toe into this water. It's a big world. Yeah. And listen, the fan base it's all over the place. I don't know, but Andor's great though.
Andor, we are going to talk about Andor.
We'll talk about Andor. I love Andor.
Is it great?
Yes.
I guess we'll talk about that a little later on here. Keith,
yeah.
Do you have the notes up?
I do.
Okay, cool. Because I'm like adding random stuff in as we go, kind of like little notes to you. Yeah, man. So Keith and I, we play in a fantasy football league together. I got Keith to play fantasy, which just joys my heart that you play.
It's my fifth season of fantasy, I think.
Yeah. For the first couple years, we played in a regular redraft league with most of the Apocalypse crew.
Right.
That league kind of died, and then we started a dynasty league, which is super fun. How's your team doing?
Not great.
Mine neither.
Although, look, I've won 2 of my last 3. I started off 0-5, then I won 2 starter. Did I kill Jacob? That's
yes.
Yeah, Joe Burrow had that monster game.
Yeah. He killed Jacob 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Yeah, I was destroyed. And look, I have a good team, and I'm 2-6.
You do. It's bizarre. Yeah.
But I could explain away why our viewers probably would not get it. But I have Josh Allen too, which is just like crazy. But my second quarterback situation is trash. It's a league where you start 2 quarterbacks, which is not common. Right. It's called the super flex. So that's pretty trash. But going back to a earlier comment, Star Drew, if you if we did like a meetup or something, you're more than welcome to come. I think need to update my passport. Get that done.
Yeah, same Star Drew. Yeah, I got to.
If we don't do a Apocalypse meetup, we'll do a Bartley and Barnes meetup. Screw it. We'll go down
Bartley and Barnes, Fandom United.
And it'll just be Rachel and Star Drew. Like, that's it.
That's fine. That's perfectly fine. That'd be fun. I'd love that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. We could go to Wizarding World or Disneyland.
Oh my God.
Either one.
That'd be crazy. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. Awesome, man. Well, let's get into a little bit of movie talk here, man.
Well, real quick, before we start that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Jump back to football.
Oh, yeah.
What are you thinking of the season so far? We're halfway through pretty much. We're going with a 17 game schedule. So everybody's this week 9 going into, right? So
yeah, I mean, it's weird because the last 2 seasons were like COVID seasons, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we thought those seasons were weird. This season has been so weird.
There's been so many games.
And I don't know how to explain why.
Decided by 7 points or less, I heard.
Yeah.
I don't think it's because I just think I was talking to my son about this. It just feels quality of play. It just feels like it's gone down this year. Overall.
For the first 6 weeks, it was like one of the worst offensive seasons of all time.
Yeah, It's just not good.
And so when that happens, like, and if you're playing something like fantasy football, it's all going to be flipped upside down. So like people who thought they drafted a good team aren't, and people who didn't draft a good team, suddenly their team looks good. Like it's crazy. You had players underperforming. Like, so, Gabe and I do first round fantasy. Like we ranked Aaron Rodgers at number 14 for the season. And we got so much crap for that.
Right.
Like from people online and just our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, hey man, look at their offense. They lost Devontae Adams. Like he's going to struggle. Yeah. And he's even worse than quarterback
than that. Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, and then Brady's
struggling. The Lamar Jackson thing, which, he started off incredible.
He was on pace to have the greatest statistical quarterback season of all time.
And now just
like, it's so crazy.
Our buddy Shaw was like,
he's been all in the chat. I'll get rid of this, but go ahead, Keith.
Our buddy Shaw spent all offseason trying to trade him. And then, because I scrolled back and looked.
And then basically said he's not available.
You're right.
And then now he's probably available.
Yeah. So, but it's a weird season. But
seem to love us.
I'm feeling like the AFC. Yeah, the AFC. You're right, Star Drew. AFC North. Anyone from that division. The AFC itself is pretty tough. That's pretty wide open. NFC. It feels like when Philadelphia Eagles just won again tonight. There seem to be. I mean, I think it's them and the 49ers. I know the Niners are 4-3?
4-4.
4-4, okay.
Yeah.
But it feels
watch out for Seattle, man. I don't know. No,
Seattle is pretty tough. They're way better than expected.
Oh, absolutely. They truly are. And part of me thinks like, look, I still think Russell Wilson is a good quarterback. It's just circumstantial right now.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think it was a good thing for Seattle to depart from him. Like he was kind of holding them back in a little bit.
Yeah.
And
vice versa.
Yeah. And vice versa, yeah.
Definitely.
But I think
Geno Smith, that's great.
Bias aside, because we know I'm a 49ers fan and I can't help but smile because we're dark them. But
they're very good.
I think they're gonna take the division.
They should.
They should.
They should.
That's a very good way to put it. They should.
Yeah. I feel like they should. They can beat Seattle. They haven't played yet, have they? Let's talk about that. Have they played Seattle yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they haven't played at all. It's crazy. Played the Rams twice already and they haven't played Seattle.
And that means we have 2 games with Seattle coming up.
That's going to be tough.
Those games are going to
be 2 tough games, so we'll see.
I got to double check. I don't think we played yet.
I don't think so, yeah.
Gio, you should know this.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
yes, we have actually. Week 2, and we beat them.
I don't even remember
27-7.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that when Lance got hurt, right?
Yeah, it was actually.
That's when Trey Lance got hurt.
Hey, Gio, I think we blocked it from our memories because our franchise quarterback that we traded 3 first-round picks for broke his ankle. So whatever. Everything happens for a reason. Jimmy Garoppolo is going to win a Super Bowl this year, and he's going to go play.
And they're going to let him walk.
And then he's going to go be the starting quarterback for the Buccaneers.
Right.
Next year.
That for Nick Foles?
Yeah. That's true.
No,
that's true.
I put them on the same team.
Same situation.
I'm okay with that. Jimmy. And then if that happens, I'm going to get like a shrine of Jimmy Garoppolo in my room, like just like a statue. And I'll bow to it every morning.
Who would you guys rather start next season with? Being Niner fans.
Trey Lance.
Really?
But I'll tell you this.
You don't know what
here's the thing. Let's say hypothetically Trey Lance's injury wasn't that serious, right? Yeah. And he's healthy enough to play next year.
Rachel, we'll get off this in a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Rachel tuned out. Rachel bounced out. But let's say hypothetically he was coming back next week. He's healthy now.
Yeah.
He's sitting on the bench. I want Jimmy to start the rest of the year.
Season. Yeah, I agree.
But next season, I do not want to sign Jimmy Garoppolo. I want to give Trey Lance a chance. So that's
if you guys win the Super Bowl. The Niners win a Super Bowl with Garoppolo. You'd still rather start next season with Trey Lance?
The thing is, Jimmy's not going to get better.
Why do we play the same game and expect different results? We know what he's capable of.
Yeah, I know, but
we know what he's limited. You guys just want him there so we can get to the NFC Championship just to lose. We know what's gonna happen.
You guys went to the Super Bowl.
Gio, I love this angle. Can I add you to the stream?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I like this angle, man. Let's get Gio up in here. Let's
I get it.
Give us for a second as we. Oh, okay. Hold on. Makeshift. There we go. What's poppin'? Gio's here.
You guys look.
Lance has barely played at all his life. He's barely played football, period, at all.
And how is he going to get better? By sitting on the bench?
Oh, no, I got you. They did give up a lot to get him. So
exactly. So we gave up 3 first-round picks just for Jimmy G to be the quarterback because we don't want to hurt his feelings. I don't get it.
If you win the Super Bowl this year.
If we win, it'll be partially because of Jimmy G, but also McCaffrey. The defense is better. You got Talanoa Hufanga. They added Travaris Ward at the
what's his name again?
back. Who
is that? The defensive player just saying, right? Say that again.
Talanoa Hufanga. That guy who trains with Palomalu.
That guy is amazing.
Our squad is
29. That's number 29.
Yeah,
yeah. He's incredible.
Like it's an exciting time to be a 49ers fan. It really is. Like we got so many good players.
Whoa! Star Drew's throwing down the listen.
Whoa! Hey, Star Drew, are you a Cowboys fan?
No way 49ers will win versus Cowboys this year. He might be. I mean, the closest.
Hey, you know what? I would love
Bills fans, Star Drew,
Canada to have an NFL team.
They should, right?
I think that would be cool. They have
CFL,
MLB, and an NBA team.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome if Canada had an NFL team.
Weren't the Bills playing in Toronto for?
I mean, it's right. Buffalo's
time,
like,
I think they were.
You can easily go to Canada from what I've heard.
I easily forget that Buffalo is a New York team, technically.
Right.
I only think about the Giants and the
Jets.
Yeah, it's like Jacksonville, and it's a Florida team, but you forget about that sometimes.
By the way, can you guys hear an echo on my end or not?
A little bit, yeah.
I think because the reason why I think these mics are picking you up, and
you're picking.
But you know what? The echo might only be on our end because we're hearing each other talk,
right?
And then we're hearing what the viewers hear. The viewers aren't hearing our initial voices.
Oh, well, yeah, Star Trek says no echo, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly.
No echo?
Okay. So we're good. We're good.
Okay, as long as they don't hear an echo.
Andy's here. Andy, what's up, man?
Hey, Andy, what up? It echoed hard at the start. Oh, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, it was. Maybe like somehow StreamYard just like recalibrates and like figures it out and just doesn't. Gio's literally playing Madden
while talking to you guys
on our stream.
Yes.
Gio, this was the perfect time to bring you on. Do you know why? You know what we're about to talk about?
Y'all are going to piss me off with DC?
Which I have not talked to either of you about. I haven't talked to Keith about at all.
Yeah.
And I haven't talked to Gio about on camera.
Yeah.
And that is Black Adam. The DC Warner Bros. I almost said DC Studios, but
DC
wasn't a thing yet.
Well,
wasn't a thing yet.
No. It's technically in theaters as it's now.
But it was not released as a DC Studios film.
If you want to be technical, it's a Warner Brothers / New Line Cinema / $7 Productions. it's a whole lot of things.
And that's okay.
Really?
New Line Cinema. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Well, because they do Shazam.
Yes.
Which I don't know if they did Black Adam. I don't know. It would be in the front of the movie, but
I don't know.
Anyways, Gio, haven't you seen it like 5 times?
I've only seen it once.
Wow.
Really? Okay.
I've been, I said, I'm so happy October's over. Like you guys heard me on Tuesday. It's been a crazy end to October. So, but I do intend on seeing it again.
Awesome. Well, Gio, we kind of know each other's general thoughts on the film. We'll talk more about it in a second, if they've evolved or not. Mr. Barnes, I have no idea how you felt about this movie, and I'm curious.
I was super excited going in. We 3 of us talked about it here a few times. Last couple times we whether hung out here or I guess before our last show. So I was very excited about it. I definitely thought it was good.
So it wasn't bad. Okay.
Oh no, it wasn't bad at all.
Okay.
No, yeah.
No, not at all. It was good. It felt like actually I want to say it again.
Me too.
But it felt
Let's
like kind of like I enjoyed it. I thought The Rock was great. Like I thought he was awesome, to be honest. So it was really exciting to see him just as a superhero.
I feel like if it came out in like 2001,
see, I was going to say like
love this.
I was going to say 2010. I was going to say
Yeah.
this felt like a movie from like maybe 10, 12 years ago. Just because, and when I say that, just because there were a lot of tropes and stuff that we've seen from movies from that time.
No,
so
even 2010.
that aside,
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty fun. I didn't love the villain or who the person turned out to be the villain. I was like, nah. But everything else, I mean, I had fun with it. I thought it was pretty fun.
The way the villain died, I think, if I remember correctly, Black Adam ripped his horns off. And
he ripped him in half.
He did that was
right
cool.
down the middle.
He literally ripped him. I love that.
That was cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
But I will say, other than
it was fun. I enjoyed it.
like, I'm not saying the whole second half of the third act was trash, but most of it was, in my opinion. But so after they drop him off at the Task Force X location
Facility, yeah.
Which is in the ocean in somewhere. I don't know. Why was what's her name there?
Carport. What's her name? Carport.
Probably because just to show how more connected it is.
So bizarre. Like, why is she in that facility?
Not necessarily. I mean, she works for Waller, right?
Yeah, but she was in in Peacemaker. She's in they're in a hotel.
She is a high level person with Amanda Waller, and it makes sense because when the camera zooms out, I want to know who's being held.
There were
dozens.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah,
I was wondering about that too. But she's wearing that shiny black Matrix outfit.
I know. Yeah,
that was what's going on here? I didn't know she was in this movie at all. I had no idea, so that was a surprise.
Oh yeah,
but
that was a rumor early on. But hey, it seems like Amanda Waller is going to be kind of the Nick Fury,
I guess, right?
Which I don't mind. I love her in the role.
It was a not weird. I just wondered. So right at the start of the movie, which I will say, I was hoping it would be more set in that past. Like that's kind of it's in my head. I was expecting more of that, and I was hoping to see more of the Hawkman and stuff in that time. Because
he's gonna get his own spinoff, 100%.
Yeah, well, I hope so because I want to know more about him. Is he the alien one or is he the immortal? Is he the one from that reincarnates? They didn't really mention or go into that at all. Which I mean, it's fine. He was cool. I really liked him. But I was hoping it would be more of the stuff from the past.
Well, let's talk about Hawkman real quick. How great is Autotaj in a role?
He's amazing.
Dude, I loved him.
I
love him in Dr. Fate.
I enjoyed Dwayne Johnson as Black Adam. I said this before. This is one of the roles where he's playing a character.
And he fit.
That's not him.
He fit, yeah.
But Hawkman is my favorite character in the movie.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
For me, it was Dr. Fate.
But I love Dr. Fate too. I love Dr. Fate also. But I just like Hawkman. Look, he gets his ass whooped by Black Adam. He has no it's just Black Adam could take all of them out by himself. It's no question. But he puts up a fight.
That's what I will.
It's his will. Yeah.
His will. And I mean this in the most the best compliment possible. He reminds me of Captain America. And honestly, he really does.
Trying to do the right thing.
He's a leader.
Yeah.
Always trying to do the right thing. He does not back down no matter what. We saw Cap ready to face Thanos' whole army by himself. Hawkman knows he cannot beat Black Adam, but he just keeps going at him.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just saying, is that a crazy comparison to
kind of Rachel's
no.
here. So I didn't quite like Waller being involved in everything. Makes some things seem so morally murky.
Well,
Well,
I agree because
yes.
what is Waller willing to do? So if she has control of Superman, what is she willing to do?
No. I don't think she has control of Superman.
No,
but,
sorry. Let me back that up.
Yeah,
I know she doesn't have control of Superman.
I get
I'm
what you
saying.
mean.
Like, if she's in Superman's ear,
right,
and hypothetically, if she did have control over Superman, what is she willing to do? So that's what I'm saying. Like,
so I think Amanda Waller realizes that, well, like the whole rest of the world, that Superman is an ally.
Yeah.
So wouldn't you rather work with someone like that and have them in your back pocket, which Peacemaker established? Because who shows up at the tail end of the finale? The spoiler.
Yeah, it's fair game.
The Justice League.
Yeah.
And Superman was there.
Well,
yeah. I mean,
headless
for
and Waller sent them, huh?
Waller sent them because Peacemaker was like, "Send the Justice League, we're going in."
Yeah.
I think it's the situation where she has their phone number. She's not ordering them.
She has a rapport with Bruce Wayne. Remember the post credits of Suicide Squad?
Are they still going? Are they still going to? They're still going to kind of go like with that.
Well, that's a whole other discussion. But going back to Hawkman, Hawkman was incredible. I loved the outfit. I loved how he just put up a fight, even though he was outmatched. The fight between him and the horrible villain, he was going toe to toe.
Yeah, he was.
You know, and that's what you want.
I didn't care for Atom Smasher
and Cyclone.
Not as much.
I
didn't really.
I did like them.
Well,
honestly,
my expectations for Atom Smasher was low because I'm like, okay, Noah Centino. I don't know about that, but he was fun.
He was fun.
He was fun. Yeah.
When they were on screen, I was like, I don't really care about this.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
It's Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Black Adam.
Did not like the annoying Cade sidekick. I'm tired of that. Stop doing this.
The what?
The annoying Cade sidekick thing.
Oh, Jacob was sitting right next to me, and he knows there were a couple times where I was sighing, I was shaking my head.
I was the same thing. I was like, okay,
because
I don't want to get it all.
I don't know. It just
yeah, you have powers. You got to get a nickname. You need to catch.
And then he puts up the sign like this. Yeah. And then there's one part where he's.
I didn't even think about that, but it's totally the Rock Nation.
I was going to send you guys that. I was going to send you a picture of JD.
Totally Rock Nation. Ironically, and it was the Rock in the movie.
So
weird.
Are we going to negatives, or are we just because I mean everywhere? Yeah, I mean, I get it. The kid, you want to like give families or kids or something to root for or whatnot. But when he's skateboarding down the hallway, down the stairs, avoiding these special forces, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude.
Was it better or worse than Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace? Worse.
Well,
worse because at least Anakin Skywalker gave me the pod racing sequence.
Yeah, exactly.
Do.
All right, so I didn't mind the kid in Black Adam at first because he was who was informing Black Adam of the state of the world, the state of superheroes, and he was his form of communication in connection to the world.
It's the amount of the kid that we got.
Exactly, like literally the kid and the mom are arguably the second and third lead of the movies.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's a mistake.
The mom for sure.
That's a mistake.
I was okay with the mom because she's kind of like
okay, so like they should not be there when all the superhero power people are.
The kids should not be there.
That's true.
I don't mind the mom. But
when Black Adam and Hawkman are just destroying her house.
In the sense where like
what?
Okay, you let your 12-year-old son run around and be in this battle or whatever.
Right.
Like, stupid.
Yeah.
You want to go out there yourself? That's on you. That's fine.
Sure.
But to have your son out there is crazy. Like, that's just like ridiculous. And I said this to you before. Who is the honestly, we don't even need to know the villain's name. The demon guy, whatever you want to call him. What kind of henchmen are you summoning? Like where a 12-year-old kid can defeat them with a skateboard, and like regular townspeople with no training can defeat them, and nobody dies.
Yeah, I didn't care about that. Like zombies being and there's some group of people that just right around the corner that are just
like we could literally go
now,
fight right now, and we'd have fun.
But I think it fits into the theme of the story about overcoming oppression and control and taking your city back from these special God, what are they called? Intergang, you know. So like,
but they weren't intergang though.
Who?
Like
those
the
people
demon and the skeletons.
Yeah. True.
No, but still, I mean, they're standing up for their city,
but then they make it like silly.
I mean, it was kind of
it's no different than the Ultron bots in Age of Ultron. I mean, those things you could.
But
wait, hold on though.
They're the threat.
They're not civilians fighting the Ultron bots.
No,
I'm talking about. I'm not talking about like literally like down. I'm talking about like as far as giving the antagonist an army or something like.
If they had been the threat,
if they were more threatening, you think the Justice League would show up? Probably.
Yeah.
That's the question I have with all these comic movies. It's like, well, where's this character at?
Right away. I mean, as soon as Black Adam came out of that tomb prison, I was like, oh, this is a Superman problem.
Yeah.
Like, there's nobody who can.
Hey, the Justice Society was sent.
They did send the Justice Society. Yeah.
Superman must have been busy.
Yeah, no, I was like, this is like a Superman thing. I actually didn't know. Just to go to that real quick, I figured, and plus The Rock has been saying it for a month that he was going to be in it, but I didn't actually know. I guess because I heard it got spoiled by
what
that Henry Cavill was going to be in this movie.
Oh yeah, that got spoiled. I want to say 2 or 3 weeks before the movie released. Yeah.
I try to stay away from it.
For people who look for it.
Right. Well, yeah.
Not even for people who look for it, because but before that, you can go on YouTube or and see a thumbnail, or go on Twitter and it's right then and there. It's like that's how it is.
It was still a great moment.
Oh, it was amazing. It was amazing.
It was a little. I saw it a couple days later, but it was a nice little rumble in the theater. So that was a cool moment to see him, and apparently they just did that.
They did that in September.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and they didn't actually shoot the scene together. It was shot separately.
Right.
It was shot separately. Yeah. They had a stand-in.
That's what I heard before. They were
Superman. Yeah.
And then. Yeah, they finally got him.
They finally got Henry Cavill, and I mean that story, that behind the scenes story, is just incredible. The fact that The Rock had to fight to get that to happen.
Yeah,
Walter Hamada, former DC president, did not want it, but the ones above him.
Explain why.
So from what
it ties them into including Henry Cavill Superman in the future. I mean, that's my assumption.
They don't necessarily have to if they don't want to, but I mean.
Apparently, Walter Hamada, former DC president, had his own plans with Superman, and I didn't even know what the hell those plans were. I know that he wanted Supergirl, Sasha Calle's Supergirl, who will appear in The Flash, to be a big part of the universe going forward.
Right.
And then you hear about multiple Black Superman projects, and it's just like, we've talked about this. It's like you have Henry Cavill right there.
And he's still he wants to do it.
And the fact that he showed up, he said the moment he got the green light, he was right there. Yeah. And it took Dwayne Johnson putting up a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hey, he's here. So it was cool. It was a cool moment. I like how he shows up and he's like, what did he say?
He said, it's been a while since there was somebody who made the world this nervous.
Yeah.
You and I should talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk or something like that.
Which I liked a lot. It'll show up, start hitting each other. They will. But
how do you guys feel about Black Adam just completely, or at least Dwayne Johnson, having no interest in Zachary Levi's Shazam? Because
really?
Black Adam's or rival, whatever,
Did he
enemy
say that?
is Shazam.
Yeah.
No, but you just watch all the interviews, read all the press, everything. He wants Henry Cavill's Superman. He
Yeah,
doesn't-
that's fine. But that's like saying like, all right, and I know we have it. Like, it's not like Joaquin Phoenix is saying, I don't want anything to do with Batman. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like,
Right.
that's like bringing a Joker into the DCEU and saying, I don't ever want him to be Batman or interact with Batman. Like, that makes no sense.
Well,
Like, honestly, I don't. And that Joker's not in the DCEU.
Yeah.
the Joaquin Phoenix.
Doesn't seem like
one.
he's going to be.
So that's different. I'm saying like, what if Jared Leto was like, I don't want to interact with Batman. Like, I don't want this Joker to interact with Batman. Like, I want him to, face up with somebody else. Like, it just wouldn't. That doesn't make sense.
It is.
like Joker wants to fight Wonder Woman or something.
Yeah, like it does
Because they
not
have the
make
same
like.
background, essentially.
If that's true,
They have the power from the same place.
and I'm sorry, then Dwayne Johnson does not understand the character and the significance of the character. Like, if that's true, but he didn't say that though.
No, Dwayne Johnson is so passionate about Black Adam.
Him and Shazam are literally like intertwined. There's
I'm not saying that he's going to completely ignore Shazam. We'll find out when we watch Fury of the Gods if there's any more connective tissue.
Pulling a fast one on us.
Right.
To make us see that.
He wants Superman.
Of course. Yeah. And here's the thing. The way it's all set up in the context of the universe, that Shazam right now is experienced. He has no business fighting Black Adam. He's going to get his ass whooped. But eventually, it has to happen.
Yeah.
And there has to be. Black Adam would not exist without Shazam.
There's a good the animated film on HBO Max right now where the three of them have a big old fight.
Yeah.
The two Shazam and Superman fight Black Adam. And it's really good.
I'm do that. Like, you just have to have Shazam there involved somehow. You have to, in my opinion.
Well,
Shazam
like I said,
Kingdom Come, him and Superman have a big fight.
Yeah. I mean, we'll find out in a couple of months. But if we go the whole entire Shazam Fury of the Gods and there's not even a mention of Black Adam, it's like, okay, that looks bad. Yeah.
That would turn me off from Black Adam.
Because, like I said, they're all Giant Shazam, the wizard, is in
both.
Yeah.
It's connected. It has to be.
It's about as connected as Aquaman is to the DCEU. Yeah, Mira mentioned Steppenwolf once, and that's it.
Right.
Yeah.
I just want to say real quick. So the skeleton crew in what they call it?
Black Adam.
Like all superhero movies, like not all, but a lot of superhero movies, a lot of movies have cannon fodder, right? Like, and that cannon fodder is just like mindless things that superheroes or the heroes can beat up on, right? But please don't compare the Ultron bots to the skeletons in this movie, because the Ultron bots were fighting the Avengers. So of course the Avengers are just gonna run through them like nothing. But regular civilians shouldn't be able to fight demonic skeletons raised from the dead. That's all I'm saying.
I will never talk about Marvel ever again.
Well,
Why not?
If those had been like I said, the threat throughout the whole movie, I definitely that would have been better, I think.
Yeah.
Instead of them and the whatever they're called.
Well,
my not only if this is a negative, let me break up this comment here. JSA started out being in the wrong, trying to preemptively contain Black Adam with force, talking of prior involvement with the local population. I completely agree with that. And that word is still a little up in the air. I think, like, it's Black Adam. They're trying to say he's a villain, but he's not. Like, he's clearly not. Right? He liberated.
He's more of an anti-hero. He's gonna do it his own way. He does a lot of killing in this.
He definitely does.
Yeah,
definitely does.
So anybody who says he should be a straight up villain,
I would tell those people, go read Go look at this comic book history.
I don't know.
He's not a villain.
No, but I mean, in this though, they're like.
There's a lot of conversations about his darkness. He's bad.
Right.
Like his darkness is a good thing. The mom says.
Yeah.
And
this whole thing, you got to help us. That we're this oppression. We got to help us with this oppression.
I never
free us from suppression, which he does.
I never wanted or expected Black Adam to be a straight up villain.
No.
And I think they handled that aspect in this movie pretty well, to be honest.
Okay.
Because I think that, obviously you can't make him straight up villain, but to stay true to the character, you can't make him like a pure-hearted good hero.
Yeah, but okay. Well, in that case, I'm just curious what the thing is going to be that he's going to be. Superman's got to be like, okay,
Well, that's what I was wondering when the after credit scene happened. Like, what? It doesn't seem like they're at odds,
right?
So what's going to lead to them having to fight? But I like this because I think they set this up well. Well, they set up where Black Adam will cross boundaries if he needs to.
Yeah.
So I think even if him and Superman have a good relationship or whatever the case is,
they're gonna have him do something that makes Superman.
If let's say they're doing something, right? They're on a mission or they're on a battle, whatever, and Black Adam should have killed somebody in front of Superman, and then Kal-El's like, "What the hell are you doing? We don't do that." And while Hawkman can't put up a fight against Black Adam, Superman.
Yeah, I guess.
I have this theory that they're gonna be like sparring partners. Like they're gonna work out together, basically. Because who else can work out with Superman?
Yeah, that's true.
Superman doesn't need to work out. He just has the power of the sun, and that's it.
Practice their power abilities. You know what
They're
I mean?
gonna do this. They'll make it so he shoots lightning. He's gonna shoot lightning, and Superman's gonna shoot his laser.
Mm-hmm.
And it's gonna make the big thing in the middle where two people with lasers shoot at each other, and they always meet right in the middle, and it makes that big explosion, and they'll both go flying back. It's gonna do that.
So, I mean, all right. So we should talk about like Black Adam and the movie itself. I think it's fine. Like I like it. I think it's a good movie, honestly.
I enjoyed it.
I
thought it was really good. They thought it was really good.
Really? Yeah. Like it's not every comic book movie has to be The Dark Knight. Not every comic book movie has to be Infinity War. Like it's not. Yeah. So like we need to take, we can have solid comic book movies. Like, and that's what I think this was.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, solid. Yeah. I would go, yes. That's why I almost said it's fine. I think it's better than fine. I think it's actually good. I think that this being, it's been so long. I've been waiting for this for so long. So I mean, I didn't have my hopes up here. I kind of did because it's The Rock. But none of his movies are really like great. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
movies that The Rock stars in.
Yeah. So I knew it wasn't gonna be like you just said, like Infinity War or something. But I just went in. It's like, okay, we've been waiting such a long time for him to do it. So I was excited to see it.
Here's a good question.
Yeah.
What's a better movie, this or Shazam?
Real quick.
I think they're pretty
they're pretty close.
They're pretty close.
I might give the edge to Shazam.
Yeah. Slight edge. Yeah.
Because I really enjoyed Shazam.
No, I like Shazam also. It's not perfect.
So I think there's more characters in there that I like, that I enjoyed for longer than this. Like the music. I like the actual score.
Yeah.
But the music was a lot. That was like the score went the entire movie. There was not a quiet moment at all. The characters are talking with no music.
Yeah.
Black Adam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The music was a bit much for me. But the score is still really good. It's actually good. There's just a lot of music in this.
Right.
Quiet down for a second. Talk. Like whenever Hawkman and Dr. Fate were talking, music down, man. But I love Dr.
I
Fate.
didn't really notice that, but I gotta pay
Yes.
attention next time.
And actually, it's
to that.
to the point where, for me, I noticed it because I love sports and stuff. So, but I just wanted to turn it down for a few seconds. But I love Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate.
He's amazing.
Loved
His
his
character
so much.
It's great.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have had the helmet, so. But I wish that
Well, like even if we see someone
really
else
amazing.
use the helmet, it's not going to be Pierce
it
Brosnan.
won't be exactly.
And it's like it's not the helmet that we loved. It's Pierce Brosnan
Yeah, exactly.
as Dr. Fate,
Exactly.
and it was so good. And that's the thing for me. It's like there's so many great elements of this movie that I really enjoyed. Like even if like you said, I give a slight edge to Shazam, but I don't love any character in Shazam as much as I like Hawkman and Dr. Fate.
Yeah.
And that includes Shazam. Honestly. And so like unfortunately, like I don't know if this is a bad thing or good thing, but the JSA kind of stole the show for me.
Okay.
Wait, is it JSA?
JSA,
Yeah. And I actually liked Atom Smasher and what's her name? Tornado? Or what's her name?
I like her. I like them. I just
Oh, Tornado. Cyclone.
Yeah, what's her name? My bad.
There is a Tornado.
Cyclone. Oh, there's Red Tornado, right? Or is that Tornado and a Red Tornado?
There might be. Yeah. Definitely.
Probably. So I like them.
Yeah.
I mean, what did you like about them? The powers or the?
Oh, I just didn't care. They were trying to do this. First of all, they just kind of.
They needed some muscle.
Yeah, they did.
Didn't work.
Yeah, just showed up out of nowhere, kind of felt like, and they were trying to do this thing where, they like, which I liked the little chemistry they had between the two of them. I just didn't really.
So look,
I didn't care. I don't know.
If
I didn't really care about them.
When they cut back to those scenes of them in the ship and they're talking, like I actually liked those scenes. They were very subtle. They weren't like it. A lot of times in these movies, they have characters like nonstop talking. And I said this before.
Yeah.
I said this in in the Apocalypse review. They have characters like nonstop talking, like, and when you cut back to those scenes, it's very quiet moments.
Yeah.
It's like they're not talking a lot. They're just looking at like there's glances, there's things, and then they have very small pieces of dialogue. And it's like I actually appreciated that. Like they give us these quiet moments with those characters, and I liked it.
Sure.
I mean, and look, they weren't amazing characters by any means, but I appreciated them for what they were. Like if you just had Dr. Fate and Hawkman roll up in there, like I don't know if it would have been the same, like, or if it would have been smart.
Maybe, but I mean, what did they do really? I mean, Atom Smasher kind of showed up. He would grow. Somebody would knock him over, and then he would just kind of. That's it. He didn't really do a whole.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean,
didn't he show up with like food, like some chicken?
Yeah, he wasn't eating a lot, was he? Yeah.
Well, it made like he said
it. Mind him. Like I thought he was.
They said he said it like it growing like that, like it makes appetite, and so it made sense. And I thought that was hilarious when he rolls up with the bucket of chicken, and then Dr. Fate like makes he's like, no, like not right now. We're trying to have a serious conversation right now. I thought that was funny.
I mean, it was kind of I don't know. They didn't take away that much. I just didn't when they were on screen. I didn't care as much. I remember when we talked about him, the casting, the fandom.
Yeah,
wasn't he supposed to be He-Man?
Yes, he was. Yeah.
I actually I didn't. This is the first thing I've ever seen him in.
Same
I didn't mind him as a
Same
performer.
here. Yeah, I thought he was, as a performance, I thought was
And
funny.
her too. Cyclone.
Yeah,
They were
I
both.
agree.
They both did a good job.
So yeah, but overall, I like I said, I enjoyed it. I want to see it again. I don't know if I'll get a chance to, but I enjoyed this. I really look forward to seeing more. I hope we get more sooner than later.
Okay, so let me ask you guys this. I hate to do this every time, but I think we have to ask this. Where does it fall in the DCEU for you?
DC or to DC Well, the best for me is
Mine's Man of Steel.
I almost jumped out and said Man of Steel, but I love
the Suicide Squad is amazing.
The Suicide Squad. Okay.
Those are my one and
Those
two.
are competing.
Those are my one and two,
they're
and like
right.
those are at the top, and nothing else is.
I guess Man of Steel, but the Suicide Squad is right there.
Yeah,
I guess.
I mean,
Would
look,
you? What about Black Adam? What do you think, Gio? What do you?
Shazam.
Yeah.
I think a stronger director.
Yeah.
Shazam had more heart as opposed to Black Adam needing more. Yeah, the parents. Yeah.
I think they're gonna die.
You think they're gonna die?
in Shazam?
Yeah, I think they might die. Just watch the trailer. It looks like there's some tragic happens to that family.
What happens if one of the Shazam kids die? Like one of the part of the family.
Oh.
Doesn't the powers revert back to Shazam?
Oh, really?
Something? I'm
So
not
is
sure.
he weakened because he has to share his powers with them?
I don't think so. That's a good question. I don't know.
And also is so Black Adam's a part of that.
It's a lot of questions.
Like remember they had the chairs and there was an empty one.
Yeah.
Shazam. Black Adam's a part of this. Is
And
it like
they
a
said-
shared power cycle? And
Maybe.
Shazam, and is Shazam like the leader of it all? I
Yeah.
don't know. Interesting.
Well, Shazam is the leader of the Shazam family, but I think Black Adam's kind of his own person in the same way that
Yeah.
wasn't the Green Ranger like separate from the Power Rangers or something? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Keith's like,
But then
sure.
again, it's
I know that.
Yeah. I that's a great way to put it because
yeah.
that's a great way to put it because like the Power Rangers share power from the morphing grid and they all have a power coin, but like he's off doing his own thing.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to put it, Gio, honestly. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what general fans are thinking of Black Adam. Like I don't know how to measure that.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
audience scores like 90, either at 90 or just above 90.
yeah.
The cinema score was a B plus. So
That's pretty about right.
yeah.
Yeah. I was going to give it a letter grade. That's probably what I'd give it.
What is the
So let's say
box office at right now?
Yeah, that I am curious about.
Okay, 290 worldwide. So,
Mm.
I mean, not doing great, but
Yeah.
it could make a little bit more. But I'll say in my book, like from me as a fan, I think Black Adam's a win. Like I
Yeah.
enjoyed it, and it furthered the DCEU. Like it helped evolve the DCEU going forward, and
Yeah.
especially like Superman showing up at the end is the like how much bigger of a moment can you have in the DCEU?
Right.
He's the pinnacle, like he's the guy. He's the number one thing.
yeah.
I mean, obviously in our world, like on Earth, like for us in the real world, Batman is more popular, I guess you could say.
Well, yeah.
Or cooler, people think. But like Superman is the superhero. He's the biggest superhero of all time, the greatest superhero of all time. And he's back, and it's Henry Cavill. So that alone is like worth celebrating.
It feels like that should be a bigger deal. Like,
I mean,
like
to me, it's everything
that was kind of
for this universe.
I kind of leaned up in my seat. I was like,
And I love that his hairstyle's a little different.
Right.
Like he seemed more like, I don't know how to put it. Like he felt like he had more swag. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm curious where direction they're gonna go. With, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna. I mean, well, it remains to be seen. You know, I like the James Gunn and the other guy. What's his name?
Peter Safran.
Yes, I like that. That's pretty cool. First, I mean, James Gunn. Hey, come on, like he's love the Suicide Squad so much.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah.
Love it. He directed every episode of Peacemaker, right? He directed each one. I'm pretty sure.
Of
Yeah.
what? No, six out
most
of
of them.
8.
But if
I think so.
freaking so I didn't get to say this on the Apocalypse stream. Oh, Gio, I'm gonna take you out of here. You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. I didn't get to say this on the Apocalypse stream, but what's it called? How do we do this?
There we go.
So I think a lot of people are worried that like they're gonna James Gunn up every DCEU movie going forward.
No,
that's not gonna be the case.
No.
And also we have Curtis Clam Sauce in the chat. Gio, it's a reference to you. Nice, the insider beer mug back. So Curtis is glad to see you back in here. But yeah, I don't think they're gonna. Not at all. I don't think they're gonna like every movie's project is gonna have James Gunn sauce all over it. Like
no,
it's gonna be.
If I was on, I would have compared it to Todd Phillips doing.
Doing the Joker. Or doing Joker,
you would never know that's a Todd Phillips movie.
Exactly. And it's like everybody thought, it's going to be like The Hangover.
Right?
Like, no. So that's a great point. Like, I think, look, we know James Gunn is a super nerd. Like, he knows Marvel, DC Comics, other comics, like inside and out.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, basically, how I look at it as like, he has all the comic book knowledge. I'm assuming the other guy is qualified as a producer. So they're gonna bring the best of both worlds and do a good job. Yeah.
I can't wait to. Gio, I don't know what you think about this.
What's up?
What do you think about this? James Gunn. Listen, tell the girl. Tell what's her name? You'll talk to her in a second.
Whoever.
What is your just overall? I mean, James Gunn, Peter what's his name? Safran?
Oh, I don't know the producer's name. Yeah,
but whatever. What do you think about this? Is this good news to you? Do you like this? I don't know.
Do I like it?
Overall, I mean, it seems like it's better than whatever they were trying to do. I don't know.
Yeah, I do like it. Again, it doesn't mean, I think Jacob just said it. It doesn't mean every movie's going to be a James Gunn-esque movie.
Yeah.
It's just he's going to help guide the DC universe to wherever it needs to go.
Right.
They have a heading.
That's what I mean. That's the right.
The end point before the reboot should be fight Darkseid, right? Ready the Armada, he's right there.
Yes.
It's going to take some time, right? He's using the old ways.
Right.
So
I didn't think about that.
James Gunn,
Darkseid, yeah.
He can definitely work a crowd, whether it's DC fandom or Comic-Con. He gets on stage. He has far more an on-stage presence than anybody before who was appointed So we'll see. And he has a good rapport.
Right.
He has good rapport with the actors, most notably Ray Fisher. So,
Gonna bring Batista over to be Lobo. That's one of the things I heard.
Yeah, I'd be down with that.
I don't know if he wants to do that. Like, I think he's tired of getting in shape. He's been doing it his whole adult life.
Yeah.
So wrestling.
He's done after Guardians 3.
Yeah. But he might. I think he'll have a role somewhere. I think, but I don't know if he'll. But that'd be cool. But yeah.
No, I mean, like I said, I think Black Adam, good movie. I think it helps further the DCU, positive for it.
Well,
overall.
and like I said, they're headed in a great.
And like
direction.
having The Rock, having Dwayne Johnson be one of the leaders of your franchise is not a bad thing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they're heading in a great direction. They already kind of were. Suicide Squad was good. Peacemaker was good.
And you combine these elements like Superman with Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, and just all these things going forward.
It's
keep what's been working, evolve, adapt. Like I think they're very much headed in the right direction.
That's really cool, man.
Well, let's talk about. Well, first of all, October just passed, Halloween just passed. This is essentially our October episode of Bartley and Barnes. Obviously, it's still November, but doesn't matter. We're reviewing the month of October. Doesn't matter if it's on October 31st or November 3rd. But so we're going to talk a little bit of horror movies right now. I kind of want to just bundle them all together a little bit, but talk about a franchise that is not heading in the right direction and did not head in the right direction and basically ran itself into the ground and makes me question if I ever want to watch another movie in this franchise is Halloween Ends. I've said this before. like I love horror movies and I love the Halloween franchise. Like, I'm not saying all the movies are good. They're not. Most of them are terrible. But the few that are good, I really love. And I grew up watching them. And so I wanted like a legit like Halloween franchise. So when the first one of these new ones came out, which I love, I was like, yes, they're doing it. They're making a modern Michael Myers franchise. Like, yeah, like this is what I want. Then Halloween Kills comes out, which is one of the worst movies I've ever seen, honestly.
This new one.
No, Halloween Kills.
Oh, the last one. Okay.
Was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Halloween Ends is almost on par with that. I don't think it's as bad as Halloween Kills.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills just they had that other psych patient running around and they thought it was Michael Myers. Like that was just awful. But this movie, you saw it, right?
Yes.
All right, first of all, the trailers only show Lori or whatever fighting Michael Myers in her kitchen. Like they literally took that one scene,
which it took 3 minutes of this movie,
which took 3 minutes of the movie, and they made the trailers
all that
based on the one movie. Or no, they made the trailers look like that was the movie.
Yeah,
it was like Lori fighting Michael Myers.
They're gonna have a big fight.
And when I saw the trailers, I was like, they only showed us like one scene. I was like, what is this?
Yeah.
And then I'm watching the movie. It's a completely different movie than what they showed in the trailers. But honestly, if they made a trailer based on what the movie really is, I would have been like, oh my God, this is garbage. So I think that's probably what they were thinking. Like, we cannot market this.
Yeah.
We cannot market some young kid being the new Michael Myers. We cannot market the granddaughter of Lori falling in love with the new Michael Myers.
Likes this
and it's like another Anakin. It's like Padme in freaking what's it called? Attack of the Clones. I just murdered a bunch of mothers and children. I love you. That's exactly what Lori's daughter or granddaughter was doing in this movie. He's like, I just killed someone.
Right.
It's okay. Like, I love you. Or what? And so, like, let me bring up. Okay, I know Danny McBride and his partner made these movies. I can't remember the guy who directed them.
I don't even know.
What's their names? I know his name, but I just can't think of it off the top of my head right now. Halloween Kills director. But Keith, anyways, what did you think about the movie?
Oh, I hated every second of this movie. It was just
every second.
Yes, there's not a single thing in this movie that I like. I wish that see the thing about the kid being this guy being the new Michael Myers with this stupid whatever that mask was he was wearing. I feel like they should have just done that. Like if they would have said the way this movie went, like if he was going to be the new
David Gordon Green.
Okay.
Which I was thinking like after the first one of this new iteration, I was like, oh, these guys are going to be like the dynamic duo, David Gordon Green, Danny McBride. Like they're going to be Hollywood. Like they're going to be awesome. Nope. No. This movie should have been the sequel, to be honest.
See, like
because I honestly don't mind the idea because I think they answered in their canon. They answered the question of is Michael Myers possessed by some type of demonic presence? And yes, because when he like chokes the dude and he looks him in the eye, he like sees that what he's done and kind of transfers this demonic presence to him.
Seemingly. They still don't directly like say yes or no, but it seemed like, because Lori, I guess Lori has the same, whatever.
Like she's corrupted. It's like
she looked in his eyes also. She's like, oh, hey,
it's like
she
the
set
Force,
them up,
but it's like the evil force. It's like the dark side
because she hooked her daughter up with it, but then she's like, oh, but then I looked in his eyes and I saw whatever. It's the same thing I saw in Michael 40 years ago. Well, then okay.
Then just kill him. Then
right. Yeah, I hate it so much.
What I was saying is, if like I don't mind the idea of like, because you can't have old Michael Myers. Well, thing I appreciated, he's finally aging, right? And he cannot do this
do
anymore.
all the stuff. Yes.
And he like even just like a regular grown man, he can't take on anymore.
Oh yeah, well because at the end of the last movie, he's stabbed several times, been shot.
Mm-hmm.
He's had fingers shot off, blown off, or
he fights like an army of like 50 people by himself.
Rachel, I'm sorry, this is a very gory. I know you probably don't watch the Halloween movies, rightfully so. But yeah, so definitely so because he's living in a sewer in a drain pipe for the last 4 years, whatever.
How's he eating?
What's he eating exactly? Like, what is he doing?
But they said he was like dragging bodies down there, so maybe he just kills to survive.
That's what it seems like it, right?
Yeah.
That's what that old man that lives out there said, I guess. So,
like I kind of like this idea that he's aging Michael Myers, and like he finally showed some vulnerability.
Yes,
which was a good idea. And then like, okay, if there is a demonic presence that's been possessing him this whole time, transferring it to a younger person, good idea.
That's what I'm saying. So if they would have just done that,
and then like, okay, so he's the new Michael Myers, right?
Right.
But no, he stabbed himself in the neck for a girl.
Well, that's the thing is that they're going out together and like they killed that cop, like he dragged that cop down, right? The guy, and then they go kill
to
that
the house
doctor couple,
and then he kills the lady because he's like not as strong anymore.
And so it's okay, they're going to be doing this together the whole time. I'm just like, this. First of all, the guy was. He was weird all the way. Like the opening scene, which was crazy.
So that like got me, to be honest. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
like,
that was
whatever they were attempting to like make the audience feel in that scene, it worked.
Yeah.
Because like if that kid was doing that to me, I would have been banging on the door too.
Oh yeah. No.
And that could have easily happened to me.
Like, I'd beat the kid up as soon as I get.
So I'm saying, like, you would have been kicking the door down too, right?
Yes.
And you would have knocked him off the stairs, like just like that.
I would have got out and beat him up. Because he was like, "Hey, you little asshole, stop!"
And like he wasn't trying to kill him.
No,
he was literally gonna kill him.
But see, it's weird, like the idea that this thing happened, and I get that the whole town is just nuts. I guess it was just a crazy thing. Like the whole, I guess maybe that's the effects of Michael Myers. He's made everyone insane.
Why doesn't everyone move out of there?
That's exactly. But I mean, the whole town is nuts. I was like, all these people are crazy. That's the first thing I thought about the daughter, or the granddaughter, rather. I was surprised that Judy Greer was actually dead.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah,
we talked about Halloween Kills. That
I thought for sure she'll be back.
He stabbed her like 50 times, but still.
I mean, it did, but they didn't show it. They didn't show her body. Mm-hmm. So I thought, she might do whatever it is that he keeps coming back. She'll be back too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I mean, if like the family is like corrupted by this demon spirit or whatever.
I wish they would just say that if that's what it is.
Like they didn't have like, they could have had like some type of like, not ghost hunters, but people who follow like demonic stuff, and they'd be like, I've speculated for years that Michael Myers has been corrupted by a demon spirit, and like it's true. Like they could have had something like that.
They might have been trying that with those podcast people in the first one, and then he killed him in that guy.
Straight up slaughtered him. Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm just it's over. Fine. But they could have carried on.
Sauce. Literally jumped out of my seat cheering at the opening scene when the kid gets knocked out. Yeah, because that kid is asking for trouble.
He really was.
Like, what?
And then, the parents are freaking out. They really felt like that was the direction they were going. And when I was watching it, like, okay, this guy's going to be the new Michael Myers. You got these bullies that are younger than him that are harassing him the whole movie. It was just a weird jump from him. I don't know. His mom was nuts. His mom was. Everybody in the town was.
And then, like, he kills his mom.
Kills his mom. Like, so that's where it seemed like, okay, for whatever reason.
I get it. Like, oh, Michael Myers killed his sister. Right. Like, so he has to kill a family member too. Yeah. Like, but it's like, why? And then also, they don't even show it.
Right.
They cut. It's a rated R horror movie. Like, Just show it.
Show that. They
If
showed
you're
all
gonna
the other
do
ones.
it,
They
show
showed him
it.
cut a guy's tongue off.
Yeah.
So
So look, the only redeeming quality of Halloween Kills is the kills.
yeah,
Some of the kills.
some of them, yeah.
Some good kills in this movie too.
Yeah.
The blowtorch,
Oh, that was
like straight up blowtorch in the mouth, and just
that
like
was nuts.
so you could hear the person screaming while it's happening, and it just like totally roasts their whole face. Awesome. Which was it? The first one or the second one where the lady's like standing by her blinds and he just like sticks a knife straight through her head.
That was the first one.
Yeah, see that the first one was badass.
That was nuts. Yeah, I don't know. They finally, no, I'll take that back.
Look
The
at
only
it.
part
We're
of finally,
bloodthirsty.
listen,
Look at me getting excited over.
Rachel, I don't like this
It's
stuff.
fiction,
okay?
all right?
A couple times I definitely turned away.
No, to be honest, I was like
I definitely
this a few times, and I'm barely like I'm like this, like
except when they finally, which I do like how Lori she beat the hell out of him for sure, and took her time doing it, cut all his veins and arteries
cut
and
his
stuff,
throat, his wrist,
broke his arm, his wrist,
and all right.
threw him in
The
that.
best thing about this movie, the granddaughter says he's not dead enough.
Yes,
And they take him to they
had a Halloween parade with his body on the roof of the car.
yeah. And where's the place they took him? Like, what was that?
Took him to that junkyard and
Took him to the junkyard and like squished his whole entire body.
threw him in that metal grinder.
So
That was great. That
And-
part, I was like, okay, finally.
finally something smart in a
Exactly.
horror movie. So, David Gordon Green, Danny McBride, like that was the smartest thing you did in this whole franchise.
Yes.
But in their canon, somebody like actually killed Michael Myers.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was Laurie, kind of.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Look,
it's dumb.
one day we're gonna get another Halloween reboot.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
They will. They'll probably just like start it all over again.
No, yeah. Do
like Rob.
complete reboot.
Yeah.
Obviously. Don't be like, no, what? Those ones didn't count either.
Right.
Let's take another.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's make another sequel to the first movie. Right. No, don't do that.
I feel like the first one, I was listening to somebody talk about this, I can't remember what it was, and I agree, but the first one seemed like it was probably meant to be just a standalone. And then they decided to make the second one, which
they shot and released the second and third one back to back.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, this one felt
the Halloween Kills came out last year.
Yeah, I remember. This one felt like more of a sequel to the first one than the Halloween Kills.
Yeah, in a way.
Because if you just watch the first one and then watch this one, it would kind of fit, I think, better.
Yeah, other than the daughter getting
killed. That's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Right.
Like if you just added that to the end
That
of
was
the
just
first one.
Literally just a filler movie.
Yeah, if you just added it, because doesn't it like jump right into it? Like it continues straight from the first movie.
Yeah.
So you could have just like erased everything except her daughter getting killed, had her daughter get killed at the first one, and then just had this one.
Right.
And then it would have been like a proper like sequel length to like amount of time from being released.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Whatever. It's fine. It's for October Halloween. Fine. You watch it. I wouldn't have gone to the movies to see this at all. I'm glad we didn't do that.
I know. So Keith and I were planning to go to the movie theaters to watch Halloween Halloween Ends, even though it's for free on Peacock, right? And I'm so glad we didn't. Like, if it was good, I would have been mad that we didn't.
Yeah.
But oh well, we saved money, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it just happened to be like these movies came out on streaming at the same time or not, but like I didn't intentionally watch horror movies because it was Halloween time or because it was October, but I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately.
Right.
I watched Orphan First Kill.
Okay.
I watched Barbarian, and I finally watched Nope. Which is Nope a horror movie? ? I don't know. Kinda. Not really, but kinda. But let me just. You haven't seen Orphan First Kill or Barbarian, right?
No.
Okay, let me just give my quick thoughts on those.
I heard Barbarian. I haven't seen anything about it, and I heard like don't watch watch anything. Don't read anything about it. Don't
No.
nothing.
Oh yeah,
Just go completely.
It's another movie, which in a good way, that the marketing was not what the movie is.
Okay.
The marketing makes it seem like, what's the Skarsgård that's in this movie? Is it Bill Skarsgård? Pennywise.
Yes, Bill Skarsgård.
So the one who we thought Harry Styles was in the end of,
yes.
at the end of Eternals. So
we saw his name and we were like, "Oh, was that Bill?"
when at the end of Eternals, because like I don't know anything about Harry Styles. I don't even know what he looks like. Excuse me for that. I'm sorry if you're offended by that.
One Direction. You don't want like listen to One Direction.
So when he shows up at the end of Eternals, Keith and I were like, "Is that Bill Skarsgård?" We were like, "Yeah, it's Bill Skarsgård," and it wasn't.
Yeah.
Anyways, Bill Skarsgård. I hope I have the right Skarsgård. In the trailer, they make it seem like, oh, she comes to this house and he's creepy. And they kind of flip that idea on its head. Yeah. They kind of flip that idea on its head. And I'm not saying he is or isn't, but they flip that idea on its head. And I don't want to say it's a great movie. It's a good movie, but it's a very unique movie.
Right.
And I appreciated it for that. So maybe not for Rachel, maybe not for Brian.
Yeah.
But I recommend Barbarian, at least for the experience. It's a good experience to have. Orphan First Kill. The first Orphan movie is okay. I like the idea of it because there are people that exist who have those conditions.
Yep.
The actress who plays her, I don't think I was looking to do some research. I don't think she does have that condition.
I think she's just short.
She's not even that short. She's like 5'3". They make her. That's short, but that's not like look like a child short. So they make her look smaller. They have the other actors elevated to make her look smaller.
I think at the time of the first one, I think she still looked like she could have been 10.
Yeah, and then they also
she's like 18.
They dress her up and like they don't de-age her face at all.
Okay.
They dress her up and they do her hair. They make her look young. So I actually like Orphan First Kill more than Orphan.
Oh, okay.
I'll say that. I think it's a better movie than Orphan. It's very unique. They do something in this movie, which Julia Stiles in this movie.
Oh,
and
I know that.
I like Julia Stiles.
I love Julia.
Especially Save the Last Dance. Shout out to Save the Last Dance. Underrated movie. I mean, I don't know. I watched it when I was like 13. So, but I forget the actor's name. Who's the guy in Save the Last Dance? And he's also in
Patrick Thomas.
Is that him?
Yeah.
I like that guy. Yeah. I think he's in one of the Halloween movies too. He gets
He
stabbed against the wall or against the door, and he gets 2 like knives, and he's just pinned up against the wall. Is that Hollywood? I think it is Halloween H2O.
Yeah, he's H2O. Yeah,
Halloween H2O. Anyways, Julia Stiles is in this, and I like. So Julia Stiles is a main character in Dexter season 5, and I grew a new appreciation for Julia Stiles in Dexter season 5.
Okay.
But I liked her in this movie too. She plays the mother of the family that takes her in. And this is before the first movie. Obviously, it's called First Kill.
Yeah.
Which it's not her first kill, which is confusing.
Oh, okay.
It's her first time like corrupting a family like that.
Right.
But it's not her first kill. Anyways.
Interesting.
Unless the first kill they show us in the movie is her first kill, then it's confusing. But if you watch it, you'll see. Yeah. It's free. I mean, is it on Hulu? It's on something.
Oh, okay.
But my point being, again, they kind of flip the first movie on its head. Because there's not a lot of movies like this. Right. So like I can't say they flip the horror genre on its head like Barbarian does, but they definitely flip. Like you think the movie's going in the same cliche pattern that the first movie's going in, and it's definitely not. And in a weird way, the orphan girl kind of becomes like, at parts of the movie, she kind of becomes the victim.
Oh,
and it's like,
really?
It's like, whoa, I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
So again, because that, I actually recommend Orphan First Kill as well.
Okay.
It's different.
I like the first one.
I enjoyed those.
Yeah.
I enjoyed those for sure. But Nope. I finally watched Nope.
Right.
So we can talk. This is going to be a full-blown spoiler. We're not going to go as long as we went on Black Adam, but we could talk about Nope for a little bit here.
Jordan Peele.
So first, I don't remember what you told me about Nope, your thoughts or anything like that. When did you watch it and what did you think about it?
Oh, I saw it opening night in theater.
Wow.
It was the last movie. Yeah, me and the kids, the old ones, of course. We went to see. We went to the Galleria to see it. 4 of us, and then my friend Jen came and met us there. And so opening night, which was a lot of fun. We were excited to see the new Jordan Peele movie. This is back in the end of July. And so actually, that was the last movie I saw in theater until I saw Black Adam a few weeks ago. Highlight our friend. There we got Courtney.
Yes, this is actually my friend. She lives in Vegas, actually. Cool. And I told her to come check out the show. So thank you, Courtney, for stopping by. That's awesome.
Save the Last Dance, one of my favorite movies.
Wow, yeah. I didn't even know that. And I was just saying that I love Save the Last Dance. Cool. It's one of my, I don't know. I watched it when I was a kid.
I saw that movie twice in the theater.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a random movie to see twice.
With two different friends. I went to see that one.
Yeah, it's not bad.
That was good. I enjoyed it.
It's not bad. But yeah, thank you for. And yes, I think you would like Orphan First Kill. You should check it out. I think it's on Hulu, but I'll let you know.
Okay. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was in theater. So that's cool. So saw it opening night. I liked it, but clearly it's I think it's better than Us.
You've seen Get Out and Us, right? And I know you watched Get Out way later.
I did, yeah. I saw Get Out 2 years ago. About 2 years ago.
Yeah, because I was going to challenge you to it on Apocalypse.
Right.
And I know you hadn't seen it, but then when you watched it, you didn't tell us, I don't think.
Oh, did I?
I guess you just never mentioned it.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Get Out is amazing?
Yes, it's very good. I love it.
I mean, I didn't even mind it got a Best Picture nomination.
I'm mad I didn't go see it in the theater when it was out.
I think it's worthy of the Best Picture nomination.
Yeah, definitely. So, with Jordan Peele, these 3 movies, social comments, there's an underlying social commentary. It's
all his movies,
a metaphor for something specific.
Yeah, of course.
This one is seen to be, I guess, I don't know, social media.
Well, it's also a treatment of people in Hollywood.
Right. Yes, definitely.
So it's
absolutely
surface level. It's about how animals in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And how they're just they're wild animals and they're brought in and expected to behave on set and stuff. And he's trying to say that's a tricky thing to play with.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, no, that are the people who actually do those jobs and kind of highlighting.
And then it's a bigger metaphor for the lower level people on film sets and how they're treated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also too, what people will do for fame.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And of course, because even the main characters, what's her name? Keke Palmer's character. She's like, we're going to get rich.
Right.
And the brother's just like, cool, let's go. He's just going along with it.
Well, yeah. Well, and then that cinematographer, the actor, I can't remember who.
The director, the cinematographer in the movie,
knows he's going to die.
He literally.
The footage, you're not going to get the footage out. You go up to the monster or the alien.
But his camera did get spit back out.
Yeah.
And they were spitting. I don't know if the camera survived, it's usable, or maybe the film footage, because it was. Oh, the film footage would be. Unless it got destroyed.
An old film, as soon as it hits light, it's exposed. It's
really?
Yeah. It's real.
I think they were trying to say he died for the glory shot of being pulled into the that'd be the greatest shot ever, right? Getting abducted by an alien.
I mean, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought Daniel Kaluuya was great in this movie. People were complaining about him. I'm like, you guys are insane.
You know what's funny?
All right, so
great. I think Nope is okay. I think overall, I honestly I feel the same about that and Us because amazing concepts.
Yeah.
Like, and they're actually like shot well, they're acted well, written well, performed well. Yeah. But the ultimate like outcome of the movie is like not satisfying. And I think that I'm explaining Us and Nope in that. In my opinion.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. I don't know.
No, but anyways, I was gonna say, so my roommate Demont. Yeah. I told him, hey, I finally watched Nope, and he's like, oh, he likes it. He thinks it's good, but he's like, what was up with Daniel Kaluuya's character? He's like, why was he so like shy and scared to talk and like so off-stand? And then he wasn't reacting to the situation like a normal person would. And I'm like, well, that's how the character is. And I was trying to tell him that there are people like that who like can't, speak in a public setting, and they're just like
not comfortable.
They're not social people,
right? Like everybody. See, that's the thing.
And he was playing a character,
and you put him compared to Keke Palmer, who was very demonstrative and vocal, and right. Like they're completely their brother and sister.
And he stayed with the dad and was working on the horses the whole time while she's out living her life
and wants to be famous. And seemingly, it seems. I guess she's.
I did like Keke Palmer a lot.
She's great. Yeah, I thought she's really good. Yeah. But every performance doesn't have to be, hey, look at me, look at all this acting I'm doing.
No, of course, yeah.
It's very subtle performance. And look, great face acting. It was really great. I thought
he's great. Kind of been, I guess I'll say it, typecast in that kind of performance because
a little bit.
He's kind of the same in Get Out.
Yeah.
He's like that in this.
He's kind of like this in Sicario.
He's like that in Sicario. And the first thing I've ever seen him in was a Black Mirror episode, which is an amazing episode. I gotta find the name of the episode. Have you not seen it?
Never watched.
That's the first thing I've ever seen him in. And if you never watched, 15 Million Merits is the name of the episode.
Okay.
If you've never watched a Black Mirror episode, that's a great one to jump into.
All right.
And he's kind of the same way.
Right.
And I haven't seen Judas and the Black Messiah. Is he like that? He's not like that in that movie.
He's playing Fred Hampton.
Exactly.
He's great in that.
And he won an Oscar for it.
Yeah.
He won an Academy Award for it. So I don't think that's his only tool.
Yeah.
But he has played that role
in
a lot of movies.
Gio is just on set here.
Bartender Gio.
So they
You need another one?
if I may.
You haven't seen Nope, have you?
Nope.
Gio, you want to talk to Keith a little bit while I hit the restroom real quick?
Go ahead.
Nope. You haven't seen Nope?
Nope.
There's a few times where they say Nope.
They say it.
Movie. What does he say?
It actually fit though.
Is there a word for the opposite of a miracle? Nope.
That was good. Usually I don't like when they say the name of the movie in the movie.
All right, so let me know this. How do you rank the Jordan Peele horror movies? You got Nope, Get Out, Us. Come on.
Get Out is
Talk to me.
Definitely number one. This one, I think this is better than Us. But I didn't mind Us. I didn't love it. I just, I think there was just kind of a metaphor for like class structure and stuff. So I kind of get what I guess I get what he was going for with that one. But I think this was better. But I think the marketing of it they were trying to market it like it was going to be this alien invasion thriller.
The thing about Get Out was it blew everyone away because of the director.
Mm-hmm.
The guy from Key and Peele made this movie.
Yeah.
What? Would have thought?
Yeah.
And then
and the cast in it is great too.
I think Get Out also benefits from the way things were at that time. The world. I mean, you have the girlfriend in Get Out in a scene early on. She confronts the cop and stands up and
Right.
speaks of police brutality, and it's things like that. I'm not taking away from how good of a movie it is.
No, yeah, you're
once you make a movie that good as your first movie that you've directed, you set the bar really high.
Yeah.
And so people want that and then some.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
What do I know?
It's a Shyamalan thing. Like,
yeah.
Sixth Sense.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He's never been.
Sixth Sense.
Yeah. Right.
And ever since then, it's just, although we love Signs.
Signs. Absolutely. I love Unbreakable.
The Alien and the Cropfield.
Right. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Still gives me chills.
Love Unbreakable. I think it's great. But people really complain about it.
And The Visit, but that was way later.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still got to watch
All
that.
right. Later, guys.
Thank you, Gio. Filling in.
Gio checking out. So he's got some quality minutes off the bench here.
And the white mama.
Yeah, I mean, I would go definitely Get Out is number one.
Okay.
I would go, yeah. I mean, Us and Nope, I have pretty close, but they're not bad movies at all.
Yeah,
like neither of them are bad. They're high concept. They're swing for the fences.
Absolutely.
Both of them, all of his movies are swing for the fences movies. Yeah. And with Get Out, he hit a grand slam. With Us, he hit a ground rule double. With Nope, he hit a triple. Like,
explain what a ground rule double is.
When the ball hits the grass and then bounces out over the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, you're not going to hit a grand slam every time, I would say.
Right.
But Nope. Okay, we can talk spoilers if you want. I mean, Gio doesn't care, right?
No.
Okay, so very interesting. Okay, the design of the alien. So I like how it kind of like changes shapes and stuff, and it can like it looks like a flying saucer at first, right?
Sheets.
Looks like a flying saucer, but at the end when it's opening up and stuff, it was like cloth.
It's like a big like a wedding veil.
But like,
or something.
Who are we to say what alien, texture, skin texture looks like?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks similar to cloth on Earth. Like, I don't know. It was interesting.
It is like it's something that maybe has been. It seems like it's probably been on Earth.
Well,
I heard a theory that it's a thing. It's been on Earth this whole time. Like, it didn't come from space at all. It was just.
Oh, there is. So they were saying there's multiple theories. They're not answered in the movie, but that we know as much about the skies as we do the oceans or whatever, and that like that thing, like. But why would there only be one though? Maybe there is more than one.
Yeah, but we just
this one's very active.
Just some ancient animal that's been on Earth for a million years, and
that'd be terrifying if those existed. Like, we would be screwed. We would basically go to war with them
because it was there the whole time. I remember it was that they thought it was a cloud. It was just like sitting there this whole time.
Mm-hmm. And they start recording the footage, and we're like,
realize that cloud's not moving.
That cloud is not moving at all,
which is crazy.
And it's like, okay, she kind of killed it on accident,
right?
But like, how do you fight one of those things? Like, we took a jet in the air. Like, how would? But we would just send drones after it. Like,
yeah.
I mean, can we blow it up? Like, I don't.
But it screws up your electricity. It shuts off all the power.
Oh, that's right. But only for things under it?
Yeah, I couldn't. Right. Well, I love. I was like the way people reacted in this movie. That's one thing I did really like a lot. It was like it felt like it was real. Like, this is how people would actually act. Like I love how where he sat in the truck all night long.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what I would do. I was watching that thinking, yeah, that's exactly what I would do. I would just sit in the truck all night until.
And it's over him.
Remember when it was over? Yeah,
yeah.
That first time they were trying to catch it, and
dude, I would not.
I was watching it thinking exactly that. I was like, yeah,
I get it, like.
Because in a regular movie, like the person would get out, try to run, and be.
I get with the Kiki Pond, and that's the whole. That's another thing. It's like a trope on the Nope thing in horror movies.
Yeah, right.
Like, you see a dark alleyway. Nope, not going down there. Like, obviously not. And that's the thing for me is like, Keke Palmer and was like she wanted to be famous. Her character wanted to be famous and rich, whatever, and wanted the Oprah shot, which was funny.
Yeah.
But me as a person, I'd be out of there. I'd be far away from this thing as possible. I would never. Here's one thing I appreciate about this movie. You think during the daytime, you're safe. This movie made it sunny skies are no longer safe.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is just it's right there. It's there. It's there the whole time.
I don't know if he was going for this, but I think maybe he was. This was like Jaws, but in the sky.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. This is a sky version of Jaws.
I can't remember who it was. I heard someone make that exact comparison.
Yeah.
And I went, oh yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm glad that's great that you said.
I thought of that when I was watching it. I was like, oh, like because they're not in Jaws. They don't show it. They just show like the fin, and like they don't really show them show it the whole movie. And then we finally get the alien at the end. Mm-hmm. And look, I appreciate this movie, but it's just like I thought it could have been better. I thought it could have been so much better.
Sure, yeah. I don't know what, but yeah, yeah, but that's still. I think it's good. I want to see it again. I want to watch it again at home. But the thing with the I don't know the actor, but with the kid from the TV show with the chimpanzee.
Well, it's the actor, and the guy from Walking Dead. What's his name?
Oh, okay, is he?
Well, he's not the kid, but he's the older version of the character.
Yeah. And he's like, I guess he's like making money off of this horrible tragedy that happened on the set of his TV show.
Is it him? Is it Stephen Yeun? Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Stephen. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah,
Stephen.
yeah,
okay, yeah. I know.
So the movie starts with that,
right?
The movie starts with the chimp.
Horrific.
No, I know. Like I kind of wanted the movie to just be about that,
right?
Like,
exactly.
And like, so, okay, so at first, when I first watched the movie, I was like, "What does those things have anything to do with each other?"
Right. And then you get it. Like,
so that's my problem. Is like I think he just assumed that everybody would get it.
Right.
And honestly, I had to do research.
Same.
And as a filmmaker, you have to communicate your point effectively enough to where like general audience members are going to understand it.
Yeah, you do, but
I don't know.
It's tough to compromise. Like you said, it's high concept, like you said. So I think just it depends on how it's marketed. But you are right. I mean, it's one of those movies that I think will be appreciated later.
Probably. I mean, it's not even bad. It's just like I think Gio put it perfectly. When Get Out is your first movie.
Oh yes, it's exactly.
It's like
it's tough to.
That might be his best movie that he's ever gonna make. He might direct 15 more movies, and we might look back and say Get Out is his best movie. So does that mean every movie he makes is a disappointment? No,
that's
it shouldn't be.
Yeah,
if he does Blade, because Blade doesn't have a director.
Oh,
that'd be cool.
I would love. I never even thought about that.
Yeah,
tell him what I just.
Oh, Gio said if he does Blade, that would be awesome.
What about Keke Palmer? Is she a star now? Or?
She was great
like her as a performer.
Keke Palmer was great.
Gio, let me know if you want to hop back in. Let me know. Yeah. No, I'm serious. I mean,
she was really,
you're ready, man.
She was really, really good in this. So I think she definitely she's got it.
No, I like her.
Keke Palmer.
Because they don't hear me. So.
Sorry. Yes, we're talking about Keke Palmer, but she was really, really good. Obviously, what Nickelodeon or whatever she used to be on or whatever.
Did she?
Or
she's like a rapper too. Did you guys know that?
No.
Yeah, she's a rapper. Melissa's a big fan of her.
Okay.
She like watches her music videos and stuff.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Wasn't she in that movie with? She played like. Who did she play? It was like she played a music star.
I don't know.
I'm not sure, but let me look up. So I had seen Keke Palmer in a few things. I'd seen her in. She was in Hustlers.
Okay, I've seen that.
And so, like, when we did our storm casting, I actually chose her as my storm casting before I saw.
I remember that.
No,
right.
And I wouldn't mind it. Honestly, I would not mind it. I think she would do a good job, to be honest. And she was like, She was playing the character that Jordan Peele wrote. Did he? I'm assuming he wrote Nope.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. That he wrote for her. And so, like, I think she did a good job in Nope.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. And I like that other guy, too.
The Angel? His name was Angel.
Yeah,
You're talking about the guy from Fries?
Yeah.
That was so funny that they had, like, a Fries guy come in to help them.
It was. Because all the Fries here are Fries Electronics for if you're outside of California.
Oh, yeah. Fries Electronics.
Close to here.
The one that was in Roseville.
Gone. I know.
Gone.
Yeah.
I love that store.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We had one. There's one in the Thomas.
Is it still there?
Nope. I think they closed them.
No, you said nope.
They don't.
Shot for every time we say nope during this conversation.
Yeah.
We'd be drunk as hell right now. So is Nope a great movie? Nope.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not great. It's fine.
I think it's good.
I want to see it again.
It's nowhere near a bad movie. Like,
Right.
not at all.
Right.
And like I said before, Nope and Us are well-made cinema.
Yeah.
Like,
just the cinematography is spectacular.
oh, it's amazing. It's
gracious.
especially in this movie because you have the open fields and
Right.
the skies.
The landscape, you really feel like you're out there.
Beautiful. And look, he's basically like making a movie about like movie making in a way.
Yeah.
And which is always interesting. But honestly, I think you brought it up earlier. The flashbacks with the Stephen Young character and the chimp.
Oof.
That was the most fascinating part about this movie.
Right.
To be honest.
Right.
And I kind of wanted a little bit more of that and it was so terrifying when the chimp is like, so the lady, was that the lady laying on the floor? So the one that's at the event and he's like, my old co-star, and her face is all messed up.
Oh, was
and
that
she
the
has
same
the
lady?
thing over. I think that's her.
Oh.
I think she survived.
Okay.
And her face, you saw the chimp like pound her face
Right.
a million times.
Yeah.
And I think that's why her face is all messed up.
Oh, yeah.
So that was her.
I didn't even. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And she got. So at first, you know what I thought was going to happen when we saw them get sucked up by the alien, and I was like, oh, it's like a government agency, like doing tests, and they're like suck, and I thought like Keke Palmer and her brother were going to go up there and they're going to confront the people, like it was going to be like a Wizard of Oz situation. And they peel back the curtain and there's like somebody. That's what I thought they were going for.
Like the old.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't that. Which I'm glad it wasn't.
I'm glad. You're right. I'm glad it was.
It's kind of cool that, because now when I look back at it, when I see the flying saucer looking thing, now it scares me.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, that was a real alien.
Well, the poster. You see the thing with the poster?
Which one?
Where the poster where it's got Stephen Young. How do you say his name?
Yoon.
Yeah. Where that's the thing. Like it looks like it's his hat, but it's actually the creature. He's wearing cowboy hats.
Oh, wow! I didn't notice that. Of course, Gio coming in here with the Drake lyrics. Keke Palmer, is that who he was talking to in that song?
Probably.
Might be.
He is.
Might be.
There's a famous young woman out there. He's gonna he's gonna shoot a shot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No matter what industry.
Yeah, I mean, I like Nope. Now I'm like, it used to be, oh my God, I cannot wait for the next Jordan Peele movie. Now it's like, we'll see.
I'm still gonna be that way.
No, I'm still looking forward to it. You just
gotta. Well,
now it's like, I'm not guaranteeing it's gonna be.
You have to know going in, it's probably not going to be what the marketing is showing it to be. So I just have to.
Still a name that general audience.
Yeah, I think right. They're gonna. Yeah, exactly. So.
Meanwhile, do you know who directed Black Adam?
Who did direct Black Adam? I actually don't even.
Exactly.
It's a good point.
Jamie Collette Sierra, right?
I hope he doesn't come back for the sequel.
Oh, he did, didn't he? He did direct.
Yeah, he did.
That's right.
Yeah, director of Jungle Cruise.
Yeah, I like Jungle Cruise. That was pretty fun. I didn't mind it. But
so does that basically mean The Rock directed Black Adam?
Yes. Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah, and not only because he probably like Dwayne's in his ear the whole time, but like I just want to see a different take on Black Adam. Like, you know, even if a good director directs a movie and he did a good job, sometimes I want to see a different take.
Right.
And like I don't think Black Adam's bad. I just want to see a different take, and that's what I wanted with Venom 2, and that did not work out. And now they have the writer of the two first Venoms directing Venom 3, which
Venom 3. They're actually they're doing that.
If Andrew Garfield's in that movie, then I don't even care. I think Andrew Garfield's going to be in Venom 3.
I do think that if and when we see Spider-Man again, it'll be Andrew Garfield. The next time we see Spider-Man, it'll be Andrew Garfield.
Oh, really?
I think, yeah. I think so.
I mean, obviously Tom Holland's still around in the MCU. Like,
yeah, but what
I mean, he's going to be...
what are they doing with that? I don't even know.
So...
They still have that deal?
Well, that's fair. But I think they're going to continue with the Tom Holland Spider-Man MCU.
I think so.
I do.
Yeah.
So they're introducing all these young characters. They're gonna do I don't know what the event is called, but there's an event in the comics where anybody under 20 age of 21 cannot operate as a vigilante. And so basically that puts Peter Parker, which the world does not know that Spider-Man is Peter Parker right now. So he might be exempt from that.
Yeah.
But Kate Bishop, all these new characters they just introduced.
She's 22.
Is she?
Yeah.
Even in Hawkeye?
I'm saying in Hawkeye she was 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they did that.
Right.
They might have done that intentionally.
Maybe.
Because she won't be involved then.
Yeah.
But they are introducing a lot of characters that are under the age of 21.
Yeah.
And so I do think they're going the route. It's going to be a similar Civil War situation where the government is trying to restrict these heroes.
Right.
And I think even though the world doesn't know that Spider-Man is a child or a young man, I should say, under the age of 21, I think he will get involved.
Not only that, but I mean, by the time it picks back up, I mean, he might be over 20. He might be exactly 21. I don't know.
That's a fair point.
Depending on when they,
I mean,
but
he was still in high school in No Way Home, right?
Yeah, they're about to graduate and go. Remember, they're applying for college.
So then he's 18?
At least, yeah. So, yeah.
So they can do that storyline when he's 20.
Right.
Yeah. So we'll see. But not only that, I just think like it just makes good business sense for both sides.
Oh, of course.
I just think so.
You would think. But, Sony, they are. So.
Yeah. All right, Keith. So we're getting ready to wrap up here, man. But I had a couple other things on the docket. You haven't watched House of the Dragon, so we won't talk about that. Although absolutely loved it. I can't decide if shows don't run at the same time. So best show on TV is a relative statement, but like Yellowstone to me is the best ongoing show on TV. But House of the Dragon is right there with it. Honestly,
is there going to be a season 2?
Yes.
Okay.
They're doing multiple seasons. I didn't know that.
Okay.
Apparently, it was announced a while ago.
Oh.
I didn't know. I get shamed for not knowing stuff. My bad. But yeah, apparently they're doing multiple seasons, which is great. And I'm glad I didn't know because it gave me some surprises.
Right.
But honestly, I'll just say this. I said this to you before the other night. House of the Dragon is just as good as any season of Game of Thrones.
Right.
And I don't know if I can think of one season of Game of Thrones that is better than House of the Dragon.
Wow.
There's definitely episodes of Game of Thrones that are way better than any episode of the House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
But as a full season, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm guessing you want to talk some Andor and some She-Hulk. Maybe we can end the show with those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
And then we'll do. I don't know. And then we could do some homework assignments too, if you want. If you got one for me.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if you.
I think we always ongoingly have stuff that we want each other to watch, right?
Yeah.
So like, I think we always have one in the back, as a backup.
Well, we may have to reassign the last one we left off with.
Mm.
Maybe that's what I was thinking. We
I
probably
don't even think we did those. Was mine Yellowstone for you?
it was Yellowstone, which I started, but I didn't.
And you were gonna have me watch a documentary, right? Or what was it?
No, I was gonna have you watch the show How to Make It in America,
That's right.
which is by the creators of Entourage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Dude, that was like a year ago.
That was
Because I was looking at our stream and like we did a
February,
fall
maybe?
movie season episode last year. And
it was I think when we talked about the Batman. So it was close to it almost it's about
we
9
can do
months ago.
that.
So
I mean, I'm cool with that because you still haven't watched Yellowstone?
No, I started the first episode and then I just got distracted.
Okay, so the first episode is really long. It's like an hour and a half long. It's kind of a mini movie. So let it play out.
That's probably why I didn't finish.
We'll do that.
Okay.
We'll do that, and then next month we'll sign new ones.
Yeah.
Because I desperately want to assign something to you, but
okay.
We'll do it next month. So we'll wrap up with some Andor and She-Hulk talk. So you say Andor is great, as does everyone on planet Earth. Why
I do.
Is it
But
great?
I mean, this Andy asked if you watch Bros or the Brothers. I don't know.
Bros.
Is that?
It's a theatrical film.
I've seen this. I don't know.
I think it's about two guys who I think they attempt to be in a relationship.
Is it supposed to be funny?
It's a comedy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's like a rom-com.
Oh, okay. No, Andy, I haven't. I've kind of, sort of, like I've heard about it.
So two men with commitment problems attempt a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. I want to see it.
Are they friends? Are they friends?
Well,
they're friends, right?
They're both gay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought they were okay.
Like they're not like two straight men who are like, I'm fed up with women. Let's be together. No.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm assuming from the trailer because it's heavily set in like the gay community. The movie is. Okay. So I think they're two gay men who have commitment issues and they decide to have a relationship together. So it's a it's a rom-com.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do want to see it. I just I haven't got the chance to. Like honestly, I haven't been to the movie theaters, and Gio and I were talking about this. Like we've only been going to the movie theaters to watch these big major like MCU, DCEU, Star Wars, Avatar type films, right? And it's like, what happened to me? Like, I used to go to the movies like at least once a week.
Yeah. At
least maybe sometimes 2 to 3 times a week to watch everything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, first of all, where did I have that much time?
I know, right?
And why aren't I doing that still?
I had 3 of my Cinemark.
Dude, I have 4 now.
Yeah.
And which is that's why I love Cinemark Movie Club because like I don't even mind. No. I'm like now I got like 4 tickets. Now I can be like, hey, you want to go to the movies? It's on me.
Yeah. I use them for Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
But or Wakanda Forever.
No, I want to check out Bros. I do. I will want to get a chance.
Yeah, I didn't. I've seen that title. I didn't know. Yeah. And I thought maybe it's like some funny. Well, I guess it is funny, right? I guess so. Yeah, let's check it out. Okay, but Andor. Yeah, I think Andor's great. I think it is amazing. I love this. I love seeing how the rebellion is
brewing.
Yeah, like
I think brewing is a great word because it's like
it is.
It's happening very slowly,
and people are trying to unite it because it's not the alliance yet.
It hasn't even like
there's so many people that are
gotten close to starting yet.
No, which is very yeah. I don't want to. I was going to compare it to I don't want to get too political, but this is clearly a political show.
I mean, I don't mind.
It's the Democratic Party clearly because the Democratic Party is very much split, just like this on so many splintered, I should say, just like this, which is part of their problem, but big part of their problem. But yeah, I think it's great. I love all these characters. The one guy is so weird. The guy that worked for that security company. the
yeah.
security force, whatever.
I mean, I actually like that
that
character.
guy's such a what is his deal, man?
No, he's just look, I think
I love Dedra. I love her.
He's just like, he just wants to do a good job. Like he wants to be independent, and he just got forced to go live back with his mother.
Yeah,
and that's why they keep showing him eating cereal.
Right.
Like it's like a representation of like, oh, I'm back at home like a child again.
She's just talking down to him at all times.
I like the mom. I like his mom. Though. Are you caught up?
Cyril. Yeah. I watched last night. Yeah. No idea Andy Serkis was in this movie or in this show. It doesn't sound like anybody.
Neither. I'm glad I didn't.
Right. I went. Oh, I
heard
his voice.
Snoke,
And I went.
Right.
I was like, is that?
That's got to be Snoke, right?
Andy Serkis.
Like he. So Palpatine.
No, it's not Snoke.
They took this guy's DNA and like made Snoke.
It's so weird they did that. Why? Why is
all right.
Snoke's face is all.
Ewan McGregor, come play a totally different character in Star Wars. Come on.
Yeah, do that. Snoke's like 12 feet tall and his head's all.
Mark Hamill, come play like a random Imperial officer. Come on.
Snoke's got a big scar, whole face is like chopped in half and whatever. It's not Andy Serkis is this tall.
I know.
That would be crazy. There's people that are saying that. People that are really trying to say that. But I mean, it could be. Listen, they took his voice. Maybe they took his
like, oh, that guy has a commanding voice. No, it's I know it's like, not really.
I like his voice. Use his voice.
I know it's not really Snoke. Like
I think he is. Now that
I'm not into it, you are. It has to like all the crazy theories that we come up with.
Scar in the prison escape.
Like, if anything, like this one has some validity to it. Because it's the same actor. Like we come up with all these crazy theories, and like,
is there anyone else? I'm trying to think, is there anyone else that does multiple roles in Star Wars? I don't know.
I know there. I think there is, but it's like very like it's not like
you wouldn't know it. Like I know the guy that plays Jar Jar Binks he was like in that club.
Oh, really?
He was in the club in Attack of the Clones.
Oh,
when they were looking for
the
bounty hunter. I think but he didn't. He was just a background guy. He didn't really. And I think Anthony Daniels was in something.
Possibly, yeah. But it's never like a straight up.
But you wouldn't like an actual.
It's not even close to like Gemma Chan, because Gemma Chan was in Eternals. And Captain Marvel. Like even that, it's like she's just done makeup in Captain Marvel.
Right.
But in Star Wars, like nothing even like it's either they're like a droid and something else, or they're like a CGI character and something else. Exactly. It's not even
or they're like the Jar Jar Binks guy is just in the background somewhere just talking. He doesn't really. So yeah, you're right. So or Jaimin Hunsu, who's played multiple roles in DC and Marvel movies.
Oh yeah,
which is hilarious. Because he's in Aquaman. Like, he's one of the people in Aquaman. But with Andor, it's great. Look, I think it's really, really good. I love the setup. I love the scene with Saw Gerrera and Stellan Skarsgård. I can't remember his character's name. But yeah, I love that scene between the two of them. Last week. Was that last week?
Skarsgård.
2 weeks ago. Whatever.
I love his character in this show. I absolutely do.
This is 12 episodes, right?
Luthen,
yes. Yeah, I think he's.
Yeah, it's 12 episodes. The first season. They're doing 2 seasons, 12 episodes each. All right, so look, I've given you I've hinted at that I don't think it's not as good as you do and that as other people do.
Why not?
Okay, look, I get it. It's intense, and I don't it's not because it's slow.
It's stressful. It's so tense. It's stressful.
I'm just
you just feel the danger
what
at all
is
times.
happening that people are so impressed with. I just don't get it.
You can feel the tension.
Gio, are you caught up on Andor?
No.
Have you how far are you?
I haven't seen 3 episodes.
Okay. Do you think it's this amazing accomplishment in Star Wars?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I think it's more of a slow burner, but every episode matters.
Right.
And it's good writing,
Yes.
Yeah.
We know what the end game is. We know what's going to happen. I think we've just been so accustomed to a different kind of Star Wars.
You're exactly right.
What do I know? I'm driving.
No, you are 100% right. That's exactly
and we can
right.
hear you, Gio. By the way,
Yeah.
Just saying, like, no, that's good. It's not a bad thing. I'm saying, like, I'm glad we can hear you.
I take back what I said.
No. I'm saying, like,
What's that?
You're really
like
you're
your
exactly
point was heard, is what I'm saying.
I appreciate it.
Your point matters.
matter.
But thank you. I don't know how to explain it, but it's good. Like, awesome. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. But I don't think like it's this amazing, like, just transcending thing. Like, I just don't think it is. And that's the way people are like taking it in. And I've heard. So here's the thing. I listen to these podcasts where they review the episodes, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. This is amazing. Nonstop. This is amazing. This is amazing. And they never mention anything bad with the show. And I'm like, everything's just amazing?
Welcome to my world.
Like, what?
I don't have anything bad.
Okay, so when they
If I broke down
this is
every
like
episode, I could
episode
sure. Yeah, I can find something. Yeah, I don't care about this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, I think
8.
7.
What are we on? 9?
I think it's 8 now.
We're
No,
on 8.
9.
This was 8,
See, 8
right?
This past one was 8, I think.
Okay, episode 7. So when he gets taken to the prison, and they're like, and then they like do the little charge thing, and like, the thing that makes him go like that.
The floor.
And I'm like, just calm down. Like, that's doing too much. Like, I just like, come on now. And then like, literally that first episode, like, and I joked with you, it's like working at Amazon. It really is.
Sure.
I'm not even joking
Yeah.
with you guys. That feeling of, you remember when Andor, he first walks into like the work floor and he's like looking around, he's like, oh my God, I have no idea what to do.
Right.
That's how it is working at Amazon.
Yeah.
Like straight up. So do not work for Amazon.
But tell you,
Wow, this is on public.
Yeah.
This is live. Don't work for Amazon. At least in the factory. Delivery drivers, they got it pretty good.
Right.
Pretty chill. Seems fine. The warehouse,
factory jobs, that's what that feels like.
do not do it. But so when Andor's looking all scared and confused, that's how I was my first day at Amazon. But I'm just like, for me, in my personal opinion, like, I just didn't feel like anything happened like in that episode. And I felt that way about like half the episodes. And like, to me, like, oh, characters like having like talking about the rebellion and like, these intense situations, like those are intriguing to you guys. Like, I don't feel the same way.
Well, when he gets sent to the prison, it's supposed to, it just felt like it's supposed to feel like, oh no, he's been sent to this prison.
Yeah, and there's like no way out. Like, they're screwed.
And that's it. You're stuck here. That's this. Like, the stuff is gonna. I always say about any series we talk about where we're like, where's this going? The stuff's coming. Like, stuff is gonna happen. And
Rachel, what do you? So Rachel says, I don't know any Star Wars, but you may want to talk to Jake about Andor. So what do you mean by that?
Is Jake?
Like, does he love it, or is he kind of on my page?
Yeah, I haven't been able to tune into.
I know the bots are going crazy tonight. They love Bartley and Barnes.
Yeah, right. Jeez.
I
haven't been able to tune into the Fandalorian Club to see what they're.
Yeah, I mean, due to my work schedule, I'm not able to get on Fandalorian Club. But do you mean like he loves it, or is he like on my page? I'm just curious about that. But here's the thing. No, it's a good show. Like, and here, look, I freaking love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Exactly. Okay. Jake is super hyped about it. Yeah, I knew he would be. That's what I'm saying. Like, people just need to calm down. But like, Obi-Wan is my.
No, you need to get with us.
No,
and like it.
Obi-Wan is right there with Tony Stark as like my favorite character in movies ever.
Yeah.
And this show's better than Obi-Wan. Like, no question. And so, like, I'm not delusional. Like, I acknowledge how good it is. I don't think it's better than Mandalorian either seasons. I don't, not even close.
Mhm.
But and that's the thing. Like people watch like 2 or 3 episodes and they're like, it's better than Mandalorian. I'm like, hold on, like we had 2 great seasons of Mandalorian.
They're
like,
different.
Just
though.
give it a chance.
Yeah,
Like,
they're different.
but
yeah,
but no, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not like if I was like some crazy fanboy or something, I would be like, it's not better than Obi-Wan, no way, just because I love Obi-Wan. But it's not true. Like Obi-Wan was slightly disappointing.
Mandalorian has more of the Star Wars stuff that people love. So if you love like Star Wars stuff,
and I do think
Mandalorian's got more of that.
Like Andor's a good show. Like, and for sake of argument, like people are acting like it's a 10 out of 10 hands down. And I think it's like 8 out of 10. So this is like me, another Mad Max Fury Road situation. Like people love Mad Max Fury Road. They think it's a masterpiece. And I just think it's damn good.
Yes.
And that's how I feel about the show. It's damn good.
Yeah, I think Mad Max is dumb. But
I agree.
So you hate Andor, is what you're saying.
Yeah. I guess so.
This is the
I
problem.
guess so.
I kind of get Jake hates Andor. No, I love Rogue One. I love, how much I love Rogue One. On any day, it could be my favorite Star Wars movie. Kind of goes between that and Empire.
Rogue One is amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, that and The Force Awakens are by far the 2 best new era Star Wars movies.
Yeah, up to new. Yeah. I love this. I just love seeing all the workings, all the stuff, because we're seeing stuff that we don't usually see with Star Wars. Like we're seeing all this stuff happening behind the scenes. It's the more boring stuff, I guess.
Yeah, Andy says get more hyped,
yeah.
Jacob. Hey, I'm just giving my honest opinion. Like it's a great show. Good job.
What is it that's missing for you? What do you think is not working? Would you rather just a little more action? Like
not necessarily.
Because I was expecting it to be like this is Andor, like this is the origin of like how he gets involved. I thought it was going to be more, and maybe this is coming, but the spy stuff like what he's doing at the beginning of Rogue One, I was kind of thinking it was going to pick up there. And like I said, season 2 might be all that stuff.
Can I get some more dialogue from the lead character? Honestly,
he's looking around.
I know that's he's the way the character is, right, or whatever. He doesn't talk much, but can I know what? I don't know. I just it's just following around a random spectator. And then he's a brave guy who eventually gets involved in the action. But I just but that's one of my complaints.
We see in what's happening in this prison is one of those things that and that pushes him more in that direction. Yeah. Which I love. And that's
I will say,
the way this last episode
I'm
ended,
talking about the show overall, right?
Yeah.
Episode 8. Okay, I love episode 3. Episode 3 is incredible. Episode 8 is probably my second favorite episode.
Right.
I love. And now I'm hopping on the train right now. I'm just I'm a guy who hops on and off the train. Sometimes I get dropped off, but I'm hopping back on the train right now. Love the way episode 8 ends.
It's absolutely.
Because the Andy Serkis character, Snoke, he is hard ass. And I love every time a new person comes, he's like, all these men answer to me.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. And I'm like, I like his character.
He just wants to put his head down. He just wants to put his head down, do the time.
Andor is, and the stuff with the old man and the work, that stuff was brilliant.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, don't get me wrong, I like this show a lot. I almost said love, too strong of a word. I like this show a lot. And those elements to me, because those are dealing with real world issues that we deal with too.
Prison labor.
And basically they're if this man can't finish his weeks or
is it 9? Andy says it's 9. Okay. The past episode?
Do you mean episode 9? Yeah, we were trying to figure it out earlier.
Yeah,
so excuse me.
Thanks, Andy.
I mean episode 9, the most recent one, is brilliant. I love the way it ends. And like I said, dealing with the old man struggling to do his tasks. And it's like they're basically saying, if he can't perform, they're going to kill him.
Right.
And like Andy Serkis' character is just trying to like get him through the shifts. Like he has 40 days left. Like, come on, or 40 shifts left. And it's like, I loved that. And I loved how he's trying to convince this Andy Serkis character. We need to figure out this character's name. Where's his name? Come on. Somebody in the chat knows what it is. So I don't want to just call him Snoke the whole time. Jeff Snoke. Hey, the last episode of Andor is going to be like, oh, his name's Jeff, right? Da, da, da. And then he gets his ID card, Jeff Snoke. Like, oh, shit, all along. No, but when the doctor tells them, like, nobody's getting out of here. Kino Loy. Yeah, Kino Loy. Thank you, Andy.
Thanks, Andy. Yeah.
Appreciate that. Kino Loy. So when he says, though I like Jeff Snoke, but can we call him Jeff Snoke? That's our nickname for him. Now we need to make Andy's probably gonna beat us too. We need to make the Twitter account Jeff Snoke and put Andy Serkis' face on there. But when the doctor like basically executes that guy, the old man. Well, he had a seizure. He wasn't gonna make it anyway.
Right.
And he's like, no one's getting out of here. They killed all of them.
Right.
Like on floor 2.
And that's what
and I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to feel like I can't breathe watching this show.
Right.
Like, I'm like that suffocating feeling that they're feeling by the Empire, like the boot on the throat.
This floor's not producing. They're going to kill them.
So I'm like, you just took a character who was like never willing to rebel and never willing to like step up and try to escape.
Right.
And you just gave him ultimate reason, because he's the reason why he's working so hard and doing everything he's doing is because he's looking at the light at the end of the tunnel. He's trying to get out. And that's what he was trying to see for the old man.
Right.
And now he realizes he's never getting out of there. Right. And he's been asking him the whole episode, how many guards on each floor? Never answers him. Tells him to shut up.
Yeah.
Finally says, never more than 12.
That was okay. I thought that was
okay, Jeff Snoke.
I'm telling you.
Okay, Jeff Snoke. Look, it's a great show.
Good.
But I just calm down. Can we just wait till the season is done first?
Mothma hates her husband.
And
her and her husband hate each other.
Can we just wait till the show's over first and then decide?
No, it's the best right now. It's the best. Listen, like Gio said, it's a very well written show. Looks great. Looks like they're actually shooting in places rather than a friggin' volume. Which the volume is cool. I say that,
but I think they are on the volume.
But they are it looked like there was a lot of it. They were in
maybe not in the city scenes.
See, I think that's the volume.
Oh, you do?
I think.
What do you think's not the volume?
I think when they were gonna rob that.
Those scenes when they're outside and stuff.
That heist, yeah, I hope that was real.
I hope that's not.
I think that was a real location.
If it is, the volume's amazing.
Manny says the show hasn't used volume at all. Yeah, that's what I thought I heard. I don't think they have.
Wow, that's surprising.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's so well written, and just hasn't been anything that I've been like, I didn't care about. Like each character like I said, the whole show feels like something could go wrong at any time, and like the Empire's just right on it. Whether it's Mon Mothma,
I said when I was talking, I wasn't even talking negatively. I'm just saying I'm just trying to like bring everyone down back to earth. But episode 9 was amazing, and when Mon Mothma again, what is this other character's name? The lady, the one from Game of you wouldn't know. Okay, the one from Game of Thrones. Is it Deidre? I think it's Deidre.
Oh, is she on Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
That actress? Okay.
She is. Yeah.
The Imperial security lady?
Oh, no, not her, but I love her too.
Yeah, she's hardcore.
Oh, my God. We didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, she's tough.
The scene where she's torturing Bix and that. So
just some sound, some noise that some animals make that they kill from some planet, and it makes some noise that F's up.
See, like
that's crazy.
I feel about this episode the way you guys feel about the whole show.
Okay.
Like I'm on your level on this episode because all these things and with her torturing her because that Imperial officer lady, she's amazing.
Yes.
And then I'm talking about the Brelling lady, the girl.
Bix.
No, the one who was on the mission with.
She's Mon Mothma's cousin, or apparently.
Yeah, and
right.
Apparently, she's like a rich.
Yeah, she's
girl,
super.
And so she's like, so when they're talking at the end before she leaves Mon Mothma's house and they hug and she's like, just go pretend to be like
a
rich girl.
Yeah, right.
Da da da. And I'm like, so that the torturing with Bix, the Andor and the Jeff Snoke stuff, like it's coming together.
I'm telling you, yes.
For me. And like I said,
Vel. Yes, thank you, Andy.
Vel.
Okay, yes.
Andy's got that. Yes. Thank you, Andy. Fact checker Andy for us. Yeah. We got you. Yes. You got us. You got us. Yeah, like so if hypothetically if the season ends as strongly as episode 9 was, then I guess I'll be eating my words.
So and Andy was here for a lot of this with us. I mean, this is the same as what we just had with our Rings of Power.
Mm-hmm. I did come around.
Which you were like,
no. I did come around. So we'll see. Like if we were doing Andor reviews, it probably would have went the same way.
Right.
Right. Okay, Keith. We're gonna get out of here in like 9 minutes. I got it. We got to talk about She-Hulk. It's over. It's done.
Yes.
How you feeling?
Again, it's everything that I ever imagined like a She-Hulk would be in live action.
I'm so glad to hear that from you because there's a lot of negativity around the
She-Hulk
show.
Just
Gio hates it.
I hate when people
with all his heart. Look, I love how like you guys love Andor so much. I'm okay on it, and like you like She-Hulk, I like She-Hulk. Gio doesn't. Like we can have different opinions.
Did you watch it all, Gio?
I stopped after the twerking.
That was the best part.
Did you see Daredevil or anything?
Oh, I saw the clips.
Yeah. Okay.
That Daredevil episode was
pretty cool.
Fire.
Yeah. I loved it. I thought it was really funny. I love how it was so crazy because in my head, I don't know if I said it on here our last episode. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I just was wondering, right before the finale, I was like, they didn't do the thing, like all the fourth wall breaking stuff that she does. There's a thing that She-Hulk's always done in the comics where she comes out of the frame of the comics and walks through.
And goes and talks to the writers.
Talks to the writers. Talks to whoever. What's his name? Whoever. All the writers on there. Argues with them.
By the way, Harley Quinn does that too.
Oh, really?
But obviously, She-Hulk was doing it first before. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying She-Hulk invented fourth wall breaking. No, obviously not. It existed before She-Hulk. What I'm saying when it comes to comic book characters and all that, like prominent ones, She-Hulk did it before Deadpool.
Yeah.
And then
She-Hulk was doing it.
Harley Quinn obviously came after Deadpool, but Harley Quinn talks to the writers all the time in the comics. Yeah.
Oh, She-Hulk was doing it in the early 80s when
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
it was a modern version of that.
Yeah. I was thinking in my head,
like Andy says the entire Kevin thing, Kevin bit in the finale had me falling.
Oh, my face was hurting.
Yeah. No,
I
loved that.
But she would walk out and like walk across like ads and be like ads in the comics. She'd just be walking through.
Dude,
and I was just like
popped off the She-Hulk thing thumbnail.
The main that goes to your main
thumbnail. And then first of all, I think everybody thought that they sat on the remote or something. I think everybody did. When she's like, let me take off this inhibitor.
Right.
She takes off the thumbnail. She's looking for like, okay, oh no, she's looking at Black Panther, like da-da-da. I'm like, wait a minute, is she going to pop up in one of the movies? That's what I thought at first. Right. And then she's like, oh, and she finds the Avengers, the Marvel Assembled thing where Kevin Feige would be, right? And then that was so genius. See, like for me, they accomplished the fourth wall breaking elements of the show.
Yes.
But to me, and look, I like the show overall. I love Tatiana Maslany as She-Hulk.
Yes.
Absolutely incredible. Love the She-Hulk character. Like She's gonna be one of my favorite characters going forward in the MCU.
Mhm.
But to me, like they literally said, "Oh, da 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 da, we're doing this stories, da 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 da." Oh, never mind. None of that even matters. Let's just do the fourth wall break. Boom, 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 end show. Boom. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And like, do you think it was okay to sacrifice like having a legit story just to have this big fourth wall breaking moment? Or did they sacrifice story?
I don't think they did.
Am I missing something?
I think see, here's the thing about what I think about the show is that it wasn't meant to be this big event thing in the MCU. This is just the story about this.
Well, no, I would have loved if she even if it was just a story about her like finding love or whatever they wanted to do. Like,
I think that's what it is.
I mean, she did find love.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right.
That's what
with
that's what this
the
is.
best person possible.
And that's it. And it's just about her and her job and her. That's it.
Hey, Matt. This whole time, I never thought like she's trying to find a dude, and it ends up being Matt Murdock.
I know.
I'm so down. Since Tony's dead, and there's no more Tony and Pepper, they're the power
That's your
couple
new
in the MCU. That's my new favorite couple in the MCU.
Now that Jane Foster has gone to Valhalla, I guess.
Never
even though they're like
loved the Jane Thor relationship. It was the best in Love and Thunder, but
so yeah, they said this is a sitcom. This isn't like this ain't Falcon and Winter Soldier or Loki. Like it's a sitcom.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. Like we're not gonna get it's not gonna be a multiverse big. Who's this big villain?
Yeah, Gio, it's a sitcom.
That's it. That's all. That's all this plays as to me. So
Gio looks so defeated.
I hate people.
But to be fair, Gio's not like attacking the show or
WandaVision.
Oh no, yeah.
It was a sitcom.
No, it wasn't. She was doing that.
Who was doing it?
Wanda herself was making it look like it was a sitcom. It wasn't.
But anyways, I'm not saying She-Hulk wasn't that. I'm saying it wasn't for me.
Sure.
Now, the stuff with Daredevil was cool.
Did you watch that episode or you just saw the clips?
No, I saw the episode.
Oh, you watched it? Okay.
Yeah, they got down.
And she's going to be
Did
in
you see
the MCU. She's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, exactly.
And I'm for that.
Yeah. But see, that's why I think this was just intro, just bringing She-Hulk in.
Now you see when I say Zack Snyder, no, stay away.
Hey, I'm all for Zack Snyder directing the MCU.
I wish he would have an MCU. Cool.
Eternals too.
I love to see
X-Men.
Zack Snyder. X-Men. Yeah.
Or if they were to Midnight Suns.
X-Men.
Yeah, I'm fine with
X-Men. I like X-Men.
I'm fine with Midnight Suns,
I like
but
X-Men.
like, let's say Chloe Zhao's not doing Eternals
Zack
2,
Snyder Wolverine.
which she probably is. Don't you guys think Eternals would be a good fit for Zack Snyder?
For Zack Snyder, Eternals, I guess.
think it would.
That or maybe an X-Men. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
Like, I wouldn't be mad at that I would rather him. I would want him to do Eternals 2 or like something new, like Midnight Suns or like a new property. You know.
Well, they're doing World War Hulk. Like that's the thing.
Oh, okay. So
that's the thing they did set up. That's clear.
Keith. That's what I said. I've been saying it.
You did, yeah. You did.
I said,
yeah,
he's going to get his son.
Yeah,
I said that.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the episode,
that was months ago. You said that too.
Mm-hmm.
That was
and like it wasn't a
great call.
That son needs a new barber.
He did look. He did look weird.
Come on, Jacob, you can agree.
What?
Haircut.
That was a weird. That was weird.
What about it?
It's a haircut.
Was way back.
From another planet. That's what it's.
But he had like a ponytail type thing, like
for us.
Yeah,
it's weird.
I know it was funny looking. It was very funny.
his name's Scar, right?
Right.
Yeah. But anyways, so
Zack Snyder,
he brought his son.
World War Hulk.
Hey,
he would destroy the world.
Sorry to say,
because it's what he does.
Scar is gonna die.
Oh, I think that's what will happen. That's gonna set the Hulk's gonna.
It looks like he like shaved his head, like the front of his head.
Or started shaving his head and then got distracted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But who knows who he had the child with? There's not other folks. So like, Who knows?
Yeah.
But
Oh, God.
Well, listen,
but don't get too attached to Scar.
Grandmaster had all kinds of weird stuff going on that planet. Like, he could have said, yeah.
Oh, clap your cheeks.
Yeah. Hey, there we go. And as Ragnarok Hulk too.
Yeah, right.
Let's get it
But
going.
hey, no, not a lot of people talk about this though. Remember, time on Sakaar
It's different.
works very
He
differently
said that.
than time on Earth.
Yeah.
He says, I know I've been gone for a while. So Hulk might have had like a whole 20-year adventure during the span that the She-Hulk show took place.
Right.
So we don't even know what happened. Maybe someone wasn't even born when he left. You know, when
exactly.
he originally left.
Yeah.
But I'm just warning you guys. I mean, this is just a speculation and based on comic book history. Don't get too attached to Scar.
I agree.
I mean, I think we're going to get some moments with Scar movies where he's in it and they're working. Hey, fun Hulk family.
Yeah.
But he's going to die.
Yeah.
And that's what we're getting World War Hulk. And hey, Zack Snyder, come direct World War Hulk. I'm down for that.
Well, Andy says, yeah, that would be really cool. I don't see how they can do World War Hulk with the current Smart Hulk using up the Illuminati and Doctor Strange. Well, first of all, I always point out, listen, Civil War was totally different.
No,
Age of Ultron is totally different. So
Mhm.
it'll be a version, a variation of World War Hulk.
It'll be an adaptation.
But remember, the Illuminati could be a thing that forms.
It doesn't even have to be the Illuminati. It's going to be a totally different situation.
Yeah.
I'm saying they're going to, like I said this before, and I even said this when I had my theory. I said, they're going to have Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
They're going to have Secret Wars. He might die in Secret Wars.
Right.
It can be on the battlefield and Hulk blames the heroes
Well, I
for his
think
death.
so. What I think, and maybe this will be a theory time, Doctor Strange will form the Illuminati here on Earth.
Exactly. No, that's what I 100%
But he
agree
gets
with.
the
Yeah.
idea from what he saw.
He's like, oh.
And he's like, oh, let's do that here.
And it's going to be him, probably Shuri.
Captain Marvel.
I mean,
Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
no, Shuri's Black
Maybe.
Panther.
Or
If she is.
whoever's the most powerful person in Wakanda, it'll be them.
Yeah.
Or the leader.
And then whoever
I don't know.
if
Whoever.
we have a Reed Richards on our Earth,
If there's a Reed Richards, if there's a Professor X.
no Tony Stark, but it's okay.
Although one of my picks from when we did a casting table in Apocalypse, Reed Richards. Remember I said William Jackson Harper?
You did say that, yeah.
That was 2 years ago I said that. Or so it may have been last year, I don't know. But yes, and apparently he's out there talking to him, I guess. I don't know if he's been cast.
For Reed?
They didn't say which part, but they're saying he's been
Oh.
cast. I don't know, but that's the
No,
rumor.
I mean, to me, Reed is John Krasinski.
I'm saying Chidi. Chidi is going to be Reed Richards. Chidi from The Good Place is going to be Reed Richards.
I love that actor.
I think
but-
he's perfect. I'm
I
not mad.
would
Of
be
course,
so
not.
upset if it's not John
Oh, everybody will.
Krasinski.
That's going to make me laugh.
And
I'll be.
I said this.
I know.
When were we talking about this? Was it on Apocalypse Now? It was this past now. I was saying if it's not John Krasinski, I'm gonna, and you can call me a spoiled fanboy. I'm gonna be very mad.
Yeah, no, a lot of people will. That's what it is. Thank you, Andy. He has been cast. He's going to be in Quantumania.
Oh,
And people think he's Reed Richards.
okay. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna be no, F whoever they casted.
Sure, it'll be some.
I'm just be upset that it's not John Krasinski. And then I'll go cry in my corner, and then I'll come back and be like, all right.
I am kind of leaning more towards that was more of just a nod to fans who have been saying that for years.
I would be so upset.
They're not
man, because
actually.
I'm a huge John Krasinski fan, and I just think it's such a perfect casting. So,
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, I love that actor. I love The Good Place, and they haven't shown him in. They didn't show him in the Quantumania trailer.
No, yeah, they did.
So, who knows? Yeah.
Oh, we got a
But,
comment from Gio Ramos here. It says, who's the unsung hero or standout of She-Hulk? I.e. Agatha in WandaVision, Sylvie. U.S. Agent Falcon and Winter.
I have mine, but Gio's not gonna like my answer. It's Madison, baby. She was the standout superstar of She-Hulk.
I thought she was.
I love that character.
I absolutely.
I mean, does Daredevil count?
Her and Wong.
Does Daredevil count?
Sure.
Okay, then it's Daredevil.
I don't know.
But no, Madison for the win. Madison should have been in every episode of She-Hulk. It would have made it way more better.
That was very funny. Oh yeah. So there's season 2. They do season 2.
No, they're gonna do a Wong and Madison show.
That would be great. That would be great. So yeah,
man. I mean, like, to be honest, like, all right, I say that jokingly, but like, I really did love the Madison character, but she was only in one episode.
Yeah.
So if we're talking about a reoccurring character, because Agatha's in every episode of WandaVision, and so
I don't know.
I mean, Blonsky, but I didn't like the way it ended with Blonsky. So
yeah, he didn't seem like. I mean, he's still a good guy. I don't think he knew that was a bad guy convention.
A convention against his own lawyer.
I don't think he knew that's what they were doing. I think he's just doing motivational
If that's
speeches.
the fact, if that's true, then that's terrible writing because you wouldn't know the intention of the group that's coming to your own property to hold an event.
Because they're
just like, here's $10,000. Can we host this event at your house?
I don't think he knows it's a group of just
like
incel
She-Hulk haters.
Yeah, She-Hulk haters. I don't know if he knew that. They were doing it in secret. I don't think he knew that's.
They could have told him it wasn't that.
Probably, yeah. Because he was just doing motivation. Like he went out there, he was just saying motivational.
He didn't say anything bad about She-Hulk,
right?
To be fair,
right.
So
I don't think.
That's fine.
Maybe.
I mean, I guess Daredevil. I don't know. I liked. I liked her friend came around. Like,
I like her.
You know what? What's his name? Who's the guy? The friend that was helping them the whole time? Pug. It's Pug.
Pug. I do like Pug.
Like if you're talking about a reoccurring character,
the guy from
was
Arrow,
a standout that I really liked.
I do like him.
Pug was awesome, and like I wouldn't mind just seeing him hang around. Like they're in the superhero division.
I liked all the lawyers. I thought they were all great. I loved her. Yeah, they were all. I love the.
Gio, would you agree it's Pug? The guy that's like helping them. He's like the one that gives them the map to the best place to poop in the office.
I didn't see that episode.
Oh, okay. I like Pug. And then the friend grew on me a little bit later on.
I follow her on Instagram. She's pretty great.
Actress?
Yeah, Ginger Gonzalez.
She was awesome.
Yeah, I love the show. I thought she was great. I had a good time with it. That was very funny.
Well, you're the big She-Hulk fan.
Yeah.
Like, as a She-Hulk fan, or for you being a She-Hulk fan, like, I'm glad that you liked it.
I thought it's spot on what they did. The way, especially just carrying it, like I said, the translation from comic to film, it was spot on. They did a great job, in my opinion. So
that's awesome. Well, I don't think there's a better way to end this show. Positivity. But we do have our homework assignments. We're going to continue them from a year ago.
Right.
Keith is going to watch Yellowstone, episode 1, which is like very long. And then I'm going to watch
How to Make It in America.
How to Make It in America.
It's on HBO Max. It's an HBO series. Only ran 2 seasons, unfortunately. But I'll tell you, watch the first 2 episodes. They're 30 minutes.
I'm going to make myself a reminder.
It's like Entourage.
How to Make It in America.
From the creators of Entourage.
Doug Ellen.
Although I don't know if Doug Ellen. Julian Farino is one of the executive producers. Doug Ellen might be.
I love Entourage.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch it soon. I'm thinking rewatch coming up soon. Yeah. Maybe we'll do not reviews, but we'll just catch up on the show, where we are or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Pug and Nikki, I like them. At first I was they're kind of useless side characters, but then they really grew on me.
Yeah.
They really grew on me for sure. All right. Thank you guys so much. I know it's a long show, but you guys stuck around the whole time. So thank you, Andy. Yes. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Star Drew. Thank you, Courtney, for stopping by.
Curtis.
Of course, thank you, Gio, for multiple reasons, giving us studio space, being a guest, giving us alcohol. Really, really appreciate it. Appreciate your insight as well. You can see where you can find us on Twitter. Any last words, Keith, before we head out of here?
No, just check us out. We'll be on Apocalypse Now every Tuesday. Hopefully, I'll be making my return there. I've been away for a couple months. Volleyball season's over, so all her games were on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Although she just made a soccer team, so
there you go.
So I don't know. I might be in and out. I don't know.
You know, I'll say, because I work at elementary school, soccer has become a very, very popular sport among youth.
Yeah,
among the youth, like they like it and play it just as much as basketball and football.
Yeah.
Like, unfortunately, there's no baseball presence among the youth anymore. Like, they don't play it at schools or anything. But soccer, kids love soccer. Like, they beg me to go play soccer like all the time. So
that was Sophia's. That was her first love, and right as soccer season was starting is when all the schools shut down.
Rachel says, "Long show. We're used to it.
I know.
Hey, we're just chilling. Like we would have these conversations if we were just hanging out at Gio's house right now. We have these same exact conversations. So you guys are along for the ride with us.
Thank you. Yes. Ted Lasso just
but yeah, Keith might be back on now a little bit more.
Yes.
Coming up soon.
Yeah. Yes. So hopefully, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe Ted Lasso has an influence. I love Ted Lasso.
Apparently, it's
I never thought I would love that show so much, but I love it so much.
I've heard a single bad thing about it.
You need to watch that too.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe I'll change my assignment for next month. But all right, well, that's gonna do it for Bartley and Barnes. We're gonna do a show every month, like near the end of the month,
right?
Like / the start of the month, whatever the case is. Yeah. But thank you all for watching. For Keith Barnes, Jacob Bartley, and Gio Ramos, we'll see you guys next time.